Alright, welcome back folks. So we are starting a new game here for Civ Fridays, or a new playthrough at least. This is a game I've done on stream. This is Endless Space 2. I think that this is probably currently the best modern game set in space that's a turn-based strategy game. Uh, it's not perfect, but it definitely has a lot of replayability, and it's pretty well balanced overall. I don't know about for multiplayer, but at least for single player. But what we're going to try to explore today is one of the races that is probably the least balanced race in the game, that being the Riftborn. So we're going to start a new game with them here, and let's go ahead and highlight what their abilities are. Turn the music down? Sure. Let me know if that's a little bit better. It comes through, sometimes it comes through louder or softer on Twitch than it does for me locally here. No problem. By the way, if you ever want to talk about a poorly designed interface, this interface, this is the faction selection screen. Guess what? There's actually 2 more factions down here. I actually played about 6 games before I realized there were 2 more down here, because that scroll bar is so tiny you can't even see it. But anyway, the Riftborn are one of the ones down here. When are we doing Endless Dungeon again? We'll have to do Endless Dungeon again at some point, definitely. Definitely, because my wife and I have been playing that off stream and enjoying it. Anyway, so this is one of the more unique races in the game. The Riftborn's unique ability is that they don't grow over time. You don't grow population, or I think it grows at like some ridiculously slow rate. Instead, you have to build their population points, and their population get like ridiculous yields. You can see 5 Dust, which is the game's form of money, 5 science, 5 industry. That's incredibly high yields for it. Like look at the effects of this Unfallen. 2 food and then 5 food on fertile. Like that's way worse. Or how about the humans, the Imperials? You get 1 influence. Or Lumeris, you get 3 dust on fertile and base 1 dust. Well, these guys get 5, 5, and 5. That's insane. So you have to build them, which is intended to be like a big off-putting penalty, but it's kind of not. It's actually relatively cheap to build these guys, and everyone that you build increases your industry. So there's like a real feedback loop here that makes them stronger than you think. Also, you're not limited to just these guys. You can have other population that's non-Riftborn, and they grow normally, so that's not much of a penalty. Because you can just naturally grow the non-Riftborn population and then build the Riftborn, and you're kind of getting double population growth at the same time, which is quite good. Here's the other thing that really helps them is... Where's their other faction trait? So they have this. They have -1 movement points on shifts. Okay, that is a penalty. But then look at this faction trait. +10 morale per pop on sterile. -2 morale per pop on fertile. +1 population cap on sterile, -1 on fertile. So these guys are the exact opposite of everybody else. Everybody else wants like these fertile planets. They want sterile planets. They actually terraform backwards. They can terraform fertile worlds into sterile worlds, which is funny. So again, this sounds like it would be balanced. They're just backwards. But here's the thing. The game's map generation is designed under the assumption that most of the planets are going to be very hostile, like ice balls or lava planets. So it's actually very common to have lots of planets that are like deeply hostile. And then for normal races, you terraform to make them like more habitable, more fertile over time. Well, for the Riftborn, all those nasty planets that everyone else hates, they're actually perfect for these guys immediately from the start of the game. So yeah, the game is not designed to function that way, because the game starts out with mostly hostile planets, very few fertile planets, and that's perfect for these guys. So I don't know if the designers thought about that, but every time I play the game and the AI is the Riftborn, they are just like so far ahead of the other AIs because their innate abilities are just really, really good. And then they start with this tech, which is, yeah, they're basically silicoids on steroids. Yep, they're basically, it's like silicoids, but where the silicoids are like middle to like above average, these guys are like way, way, way above average. They're pretty overpowered. They also get industrialists for their default political party, which I think is one of the best political parties. basically everything in this game, industry is by far the most important stat in this game. It's not even close, and they're like the best faction for industry. So that means that they're best at doing everything. Yeah, just like in Master of Orion, the original tech research is kind of the most important stat. In this game, it's industry. Okay, so we need to do setup here. We're going to be on Impossible, which is actually not the highest difficulty, which is Endless, but we're going to run this on, I think this is 6 out of 7, just because I don't have much experience yet with the highest difficulty. I play on Small Galaxies, which is on the low end, because I don't want to deal with all the micromanagement of having a billion planets. Oh yeah, and their special ability, the time warp thing. Yeah, I didn't talk about that. I actually forgot that they had that ability. So here's their thing. They can place singularities and affect time by placing them on a system. And you just get kind of like bonus stats. They have a fixed duration that can only be placed on a system. You can use these to debuff enemy systems. But you can also use them to buff your systems. We should get to see that in throughout this game. Anyway, I decided I'd play a disk galaxy, an elliptical galaxy with 4 sectors. Small, galaxy density high is fine. We could also set it to medium, low, but this is probably fine. And we've got 4 random AIs. You can do other options here. Resource abundance, I'm okay with just normal on all this stuff. Special nodes, normal. Node connectivity, yeah, this is fine. All that stuff is fine. All right, ready? Let's go ahead and get started. You'll watch the intro video here. Every race has their own custom intro videos, which is pretty cool, and victory video too. Well, it will once this load time's done. This game has kind of long load times. All right, here we go.
Ours was a pristine universe. We knew nothing of your endless, your dust. Until the rift ripped a path between our realities, injecting a blight that spread like poison. Our cosmos of order and balance was shattered forever. Dying, corrupted, and consumed. We had no choice. We are outcasts in the chaos that is your universe, willing to do anything to save our own.
So yes, they're geometric creatures from another universe.
Have come because a rift fabric between the universes threatens their existence. Things look bleak, hopeless even. In desperation, the Communion has sent an advance party through the rift into this terrifying galaxy with one goal: saving the Riftborn civilization. You lead the party, and the weight of the survival of your people rests upon your decisions. Go with strength and with hope. Failure is not an option.
All right. Well, we only have one direction we can go. We're on the north side of the galaxy, so we only got one direction we can go. All right. I got our hero recruited, so we need to assign them to, we need to design their ship. I always forget how to do this at the start of the game. Alright, how do we, what is that, ship management? Or do we have to, I think we have to assign them to a fleet first. How do we do this? Double click the hero? Oh, here we go, ship design, gotcha. Here we go, that's, okay. Alright, so what do we want? We don't care about weapons at the start of the game. Strip all this stuff off. What we want are the probes so we can scout. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so we just want the ability to scout at the start of the game. Alright. Now how do we... They are slow. Oh yeah, they are very slow, aren't they? Well, we'll get there. We'll get there sooner or later. Alright, now how do I deploy this ship? Assign to... How do I do this? You can create fleet. Is it this? Create fleet? Yeah, here we go. Alright. Okay. We only have one way to go, so we might as well do that. Oh. This looks like a pretty good system. Yeah, here we go. Large ash, huge ash, colonizable. Yeah, look at that. Humongous hot ash sterile. So the sterile planets also tend to be larger in size too. Alright, that's a great place to put our first colony. Very happy to do that. This is the exploration ship, okay. Oh, well, we might as well scan the anomalies here in this system. Well, we only have one. So we started out on this snow planet. Wow, we actually have both of those starting resources here. That's kind of wild. What do we find? Oh, okay, money. Okay, well, not amazing, but something. Alright, and I am very content to colonize on this planet here. Huge ash. This is a very nice planet for these guys. So yes, we will need names. They also get both resources to start. Yeah, they definitely don't need that. Alright. Oh, and they use the resources to speed up colonization. Guaranteed. Okay, Shalathot says they get them guaranteed. Okay, yeah, that's pretty overpowered. Pretty insane. Okay, so we do also want to name these systems, as you guys said. Time warp was the suggestion for the home world. Okay. Now, where do I have that option? Is it? I think it's the F1 screen. Hold on. How do I know you can rename systems in this game. I know it's possible to do this because I've done it before. Okay, it has to be an actual system you control. That's why I couldn't do it. It wasn't a system I controlled. Alright. So, let's look at what we have here. So we start out with 5 food. Again, your population doesn't really grow naturally. 45 production, 42. It's a lot of money here, by the way. 47 science. Jeez, that's pretty good. And we don't control this resource. We only do get 1 per turn of this stuff. So what can we do? We could build one of our population for 150 production. A population point would give us, remember, the base value of the population point is 555 plus whatever the yield of this planet is. So the base yield of this planet is 4349. So we'd be getting those yields plus another 555 of industry. So a population point is 8 production, 14 science, and 9 dust. And that seems pretty good, right? Like, isn't that better than the other options we have available? Usually it is. I mean, we can build this for 10 food and 10 production, but like we get much more than that from just building another pop point. So I think I'm just going to build another pop point here for the time being anyway. All right, in terms of research, so we might want to pick this up just so we can start. Yeah, we definitely want this. This is the basic production building, and it also allows us to exploit this. So we definitely want that. And lols are the other thing. 15% of industry is converted into dust at the end. So what else can we get? I don't think we have we don't have enough influence for this. Out of these options, we probably want just the big morale bonus, honestly. Colony 1 on turn 2, maybe. Then spam the colony ships. We'll see. Yeah, they're actually unhappy on this planet because it's not hostile enough for them. They actually really want this planet, so we'll have to colonize this one soonish. I really want this planet. What's our luxury resource? NP artifacts. What is that? It's okay, it's a morale thing. Gotcha. All right. All right. So far so good. Said we're able to find it looks like a good colony on the first turn, so that's good. All right, I want my hero ship to be scouting these anomalies. Get the XP for that. Got a battle to, okay, whatever. You can stay there for a turn. Alright, and other exploring ship can head on out. See if you spot anything. Slow turns here to start out. We almost can do this in 3 turns, because it's 45, 45, 45, so we almost do it in 3 turns, but we need that 1 extra turn. That's the influence resource. That's a good one to have as your system development plan. Alright. Note that Mediterranean is inhospitable, but toxic is colonizable. This is a nice system because there's 5 planets in it. Not bad. Definitely will want this system too. Nodes linked to Minta. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Not as good of a system, but we definitely have room for a lot of planets back here. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Eden Instance is a nice resource to have. Like, making this the basis of our system development plan would not be bad at all. Anyway, so for the... We probably should have done this last turn. But, we'll go ahead and pass this. Should allow this to finish faster. Yeah, that's going to cause this to finish noticeably faster. Turn into a colony much faster. Alright, did that use up all your movement? Yes, it did. You can just hang out here, continuing to scan this. Oh, a pop point. Excellent. That's really good. That pop point will come back here. Well, we're not going to build another pop point after this is done, because this homeworld's going to be completely full. We'll probably colonize this planet next, because we'll need another place to put them. Is that a black hole down there? Yes, or collapsing star. There's no planets here, but whoever can, if you get it in your influence, it gives you plus 50 influence. Yeah, Eden Incense, okay. And you have no movement points left, and you have no movement points left. Okay. Alright, we'll check the tech screen in a minute. In the meantime... Yeah, as Symbol said, Eden Incense not stupidly overpowered like Jadonix. Jadonix is the one that gives you production. It's, as Symbol said, stupidly overpowered. My best game ever was I had Riftborn, and the resource in my native system was Jadonix, and it was absolutely disgusting. The game just got out of control immediately. I had just production on production on production. Anyway, we have enough to level up this hero. E. I'm probably just going to take this because this is very good for the early game. I don't care about food with these guys. Yeah, I think this is good for the early game. I'm going to hopefully just get the 2 promotions, and then we'll reassign back to Time Warp. Yeah, influence grows borders. You need it for your laws, and to propose anything in diplomacy, you need it. Alright, so we need to research a new tech. Alright, so we probably want... So we got the basics there. diplomacy. The food ones are normally useful, but not so useful for these guys. Let's see. Are there any planet types I want to colonize? There's Arctic, Ocean, Ash, but we can already colonize Ash. And how about in this system? Yeah, we can already colonize a lot of stuff, so I'm not sure that we need that much in this column just yet. Monsoon Forest. Upgrading engines to scout better is not the worst idea. We don't need this. We don't need an arid planet just yet. This is probably good because this is just... This actually does give us a movement upgrade, and this is just an innate morale bonus. So I think this is probably the best option. Because, yeah, then we could scout better. We'd have to use this resource, Hyperion, but we actually do have this resource, so we might as well. Alright. Now, when do we unlock these rifts? You have to construct one in a store. I thought there was a way that you just got them passively without... Oh, it only takes one turn. That's right. You can build it in one turn. It's very cheap to build, but it costs resources. So you can see what this one does. Extra experience gain on heroes. And a big bonus to 25% to all yields on the system. This one is you can use to penalize them. Baryonic shielding, this one is what? I don't think we need that this early in the game just yet. I don't think we're going to be traveling off-road, so to speak, just yet. Alright. Quest event. Universe is utterly unlike our own. Burning orbs of fire, scarred balls of rock hanging in the void, vast realms of nothingness. Empty, pitiless, terrifying. Some of the worlds are more than barren, airless rocks, cloaked in dirt that seems fertile ground for tenacious, foliaged forms. They choke the surface and deny the light. Strange things stalk and shuffle and slither through the undergrowth. We were fortunate to avoid settling on such a world. That's great. Our world, the world we named Vanguard on account of us being the spearhead, is a white wilderness broken only by still and silent forests, icy brooks, and perpetual gray skies. In its near ceaseless white embrace where the sky can sometimes be mistaken for the land, it is reminiscent of the homeland, but if you look closely, it cannot hide its grotesqueness. Things scurry under the snow, others open dark wings among the shadows, chilly waters crash and shriek against rocks. Worst of all, bursts of color sometimes burst forth unexpectedly. Sunlight on fish scales, winter meadows blooming with flowers, sweeping curtains of green and purple light in the starry sky. No words can do the horror justice. My forces suffer, but they are resolute. Their suffering is nothing as next to the plague that spread through the homeland, Koros. Every message from the Communion speaks of the blight growing, more and more of the world becoming dead and blackened. There are many paths we might follow to end this nightmare. Even in the little time I've spent in this world, I've begun to form my own ideas for what is best. But I am merely an instrument of the Communion, faithfully relaying the situation here to the best of my ability. They decide, I await their orders. Alright, so this one is explore 5 curiosities with the hero level 3 or higher. That's probably not going to happen. And the reward is Hyperion, which is whatever. Have a system with 9 system improvements in total. That's pretty easy to do. I would easily get that in time. Reach 50 points in relations with 2 minor civs. So what's most likely to happen first? Probably this one, honestly. I don't know what the I don't know if these do anything beyond giving us that reward, but I'm going to take the industry option because this is very easy. We just have to build system improvements on our home world, and we will definitely do that over the course of the game. Alright. Here in this universe, we are far from our homeland, our kin, our strength. For now, we are vulnerable to the monsters that lurk out there. We must build a world that will become a fortress. Be the first to produce 100 dust. Yeah, the AI, some AI always gets this. At least on higher difficulty. We found blue. Where do we find blue cap mold? That's another nice one. Alright, so we built another pop point here. And the other pop point returned. So, by the way, morale is actually pretty terrible here. So we're definitely going to have to do something with this. Alright, so per fertile, per planet, per temperate. So what... This would only give us plus 10 because we don't have a fertile or a temperate here. I think we want to get this planet so that we can move some of our people over here. They're actually going to be much happier on this world. Always goes to the second option. Hey, remember not to get any dust as the Riftborn. Just enough to keep our finances up. These buildings don't benefit them a lot because they avoid Furl. Yep, that's true, but they're just innately really strong. And the there's that industrial one that gives you benefit on hot planets. Which one is it? This one, AI labor. This is ridiculously OP for them. +5 per pop on hot, +5 per pop on sterile. That's too expensive for us to get there right now, but we're definitely going to head in that direction. Yeah, so we'll colonize that world so they can have a place, and then we can leave the non-Riftborn on this planet, and then these Riftborn can shuffle over here where they'll be much happier, and they'll also be producing much more production. All right, and this planet's almost yeah, only 5 more turns here for this to grow. So these guys, unlike most people, they don't send pop transports over to the new planets, which is kind of interesting. I guess that does allow for colony spam of the type that Symbol was talking about. So yeah, we'll probably, as soon as we get this colony done, I think we build another colony ship and go grab a planet over here. We might as well. There's really no reason not to do some colony ship spamming. Have I played multi? No, I have never played multiplayer in this game. Just because we're kind of at a side spot here, let's send out a probe just to see if we spot anything off-road over there. And then we'll keep heading off in this direction. Looks like we have a cluster of 4 systems here, at the very least. No miners encountered yet, so not too much to do. Wow, we can colonize like a lot of planets already. Probably one extra move. Yes, yes, we will want extra movement on the colony ship. Agreed. We'll put the faster engines that we're going to unlock with this on the colony ship. Because this faction is slow. Alright, we found our first miner. So, oh, we don't have 20, wait. Oh, we don't have that, ha! We have to unlock the ability to negotiate with them. Okay. That'll be our next thing to research then. That's another cheap tech. We have to research this to be able to talk to them. How many thingies do we have to scan here? There's several anomalies. I'm actually going to leave these anomalies for the hero to scan. Because the hero will be here next turn, and then they can come back here and get some XP from scanning them. I'll send this on a little bit further away. Plus, we'll improve relations if we scan them when we have the ability to improve relations. Alright, we're almost there on this. Do you have hacking in your version? No. I have heard that hacking is not really that great. Alright, so we already know what we're researching. This one. Let me just make sure. Yep. Alright, so we did get a little minor morale boost. We're still sitting at content. But we'll be able to transfer pop there, and then this is almost done popping. Yeah, people are like, the extra expansions make the game worse. That was what I heard as well. That they don't, not only do they not add stuff, they kind of make things worse. Alright, anything cool here? Well, it's a positive anomaly. +5 XP on... Okay. I'm assuming that that goes to the hero. If it's a hero that's on the world. Alright, now you need to get down here. You are very slow. I'll get there eventually. As I said, there's 3 anomalies here to scan. 2 anomalies there to scan. Can you check the minor civ bonus ability? Good call. What is their ability? Where does it show that? Is this it? Harmonious development? +1 food per... I'm not sure if it's the harmonious development. Okay. Alright, we're almost there. 3 more turns here. Although we also have a fair amount of money as well. Poor amoeba. Alright. Oh, hey, we found another thingy out there. Alright, so what we want to do is definitely want to move the Riftborn over to here. They're much happier on this planet. Yeah, now note that we have ecstatic population because they love being on here. We are also technically losing food, so we do have to watch that a little bit. Probably just maybe we do the drone network. So we do have to watch that we don't starve. We don't want to lose a pop point here. Oh, we were going to do a colony ship first. That's right. Well, it's okay. We've got how many turns until we starve? We got a couple turns until we starve. No, we can get the colony ship out first, I think. We just have to watch closely. We got 5 turns until we lose the pop point. We can get the colony ship out first. All right. Create. Colonizer class. Okay. Yeah, come on, game. There we go. Right, and we can move a Riftborn back to generate more food. That's correct. Okay. Oh, wait, we don't have the thingy yet. Well, you know, we can start building this and then we can upgrade it next turn. We don't have the faster engines yet because we're not done. Wait, I thought didn't we get faster engines? Hold on. I thought we researched the tech that gave us a faster engine. This. Oh, it's fleet movement. Wow, it's fleet movement points. Can only be installed on hero ships. Dang it, I thought it was the one that just gives extra movement. It's only on the fleets, unfortunately. It's not an individual ship. Okay, well, is what it is. Whatever. We can still get up to 11 movement points. Okay, that's still pretty freaking fast. I mean, there's no weapons and no defense on this, but, you know, who cares? I turned the pirates off for this game because they were so annoying the last time I played this game. So we don't have to worry about anything actually attacking. Oh, 4 turns. Okay. Alright. How expensive? Oh, that ship's more expensive than I thought. Do taking engines off make it less expensive? Hold on. We don't have to go that far, right? This system is... If we had, like, movement 8, that would probably be... Hold on. Where's the cost displayed? Here, 200. Yeah. We can get by with just 2 of these. I think we get there in 2 turns, even with this. We'll just make it slightly cheaper. It's still 4 turns anyway, but it's almost 3 turns. It's almost 3 turns. Anyway. Okay. Because I think we can get there in 2 turns with this. I think the 11 would still not get there in 1 turn, but I could be wrong. Ah, well. Yeah, that's 2 turns of movement for sure. Anyway. Alright, I'm probably over stressing this right now. Let you keep moving forward. I think you're going to get there right after this pops. Do I want to scan this or do I want to leave it for the... I think we'll scan this. I think the scans up there will be enough to get that thing up to level 3. Long season and... Okay, additional dust. Okay. Get you continue moving on your way. A lot of systems here. So we're kind of holding in score with the AIs for the moment. How many planets are curiosities here? Alright, well, we'll definitely get one of these. Excuse me. More Eden incense. I think that's going to be the first resource that we have for our system development. Well, I sent one out so far. Didn't find anything, so there's nothing in that direction at least. gonna check to make sure we're still 5 turns away from losing a pop point. Alright, we got our second world to pop. Excellent. We'll decide what to research in a minute. Hello, man. Well, yeah, okay. Well, that's because we just finished another system. Alright. Let's contact... Where am I on the screen? Here we go. By the way, what's our constellation? Should say what the... Here it is. Ah, science. Okay. One more planet and we'll have that. Alright, let's make contact. There we go. We're not using influence for anything right now, so this will start ticking up influence with them. Scouting their curiosities will help too. And we'll have some spare probes here that we can shoot off to see if there's anything. More Eden Incense. Alright, Eden Incense is definitely going to be our first resource in our first system development plan. Alright, cool. Hyperion is nice. Nice to have. How much XP does this guy have? Still not quite there to level 3 yet. So I think I'm going to have to move down here and get these two. But in the time it takes to move down there, it'll regenerate whatever probes we send out. So let's send one in this direction and one in this direction. And then we'll move you down here. And then hopefully scanning those last ones will be enough for you to hit level 3, and then we'll move you back home. Wait, there's nothing to scan on this system? No curiosities? Huh. Alright, well, on we go. See how far we're able to push. Alright, so there was a request to rename this Tartarus, I think. Hope I spelled that correctly. Alright, so New World. Pretty good, 42 production, not bad. I mean, again, is there really anything better that we could do than build one of these population points? And the cost scales up with each additional pop point, but like, what else would we build that's better than this? It's going to give us, what's the base yield here? It's going to give us 17 production to build another pop point, plus 5 dust and plus 5. It's going to give us 17 production, 10 dust, and 7 science from building a pop point. And the planet's ecstatic as well. It's like, so yeah, pretty much just spam population until we have AI labor. Yep. I said this faction's very overpowered. So yeah, the only reason we even have to worry about food is because we have these weak non-robotic life forms on this planet that we have to worry about. Wait, this guy gets plus 5 on food on sterile? Do we actually increase our food by putting him here? We do. We actually increase our food allocation by putting this on this planet here. Okay. Okay, that works for me. Now we don't have to worry about starving. You have to stay on this planet, but that's fine. Okay. So much for worrying about starving. We're good. We'll probably just build more population as soon as this colony ships out. Okay, yeah. The other pop we found synergizes by giving extra science when the robots are happy. Yeah. I might just build double. I think I'm just going to build double colony ships here. One for this system and one for this system. Like, what else? Why not? We don't have to support the... normally the outposts have to be supported with food from your existing colonies, but these guys don't have to do that. Another questionable balancing decision. Anyway. So, out of the other options here, let's see. Xeno industry is kind of needed. Which one is that? I mean, the thing is, we don't have fertile or temperate planets, so we'll see. But like, it doesn't really give me that big of a benefit. Still, we'll have to see. Might be better than another pop point. Let's see. This unlocks 2 more types of planets. That unlocks this. What is this? This unlocks dust, but we're not. This it might be this just because we would like to be able to rush by stuff. We have a lot of dust to play around with. It might be this for accelerated production. We don't need anything military until we run into an enemy, which we haven't done yet. Food, we don't really seem to need too badly, because we're the robots. And we have enough planets to colonize at the moment. Unlocks free movement. Yeah, we do need to unlock to get the luxury upgrade. That's true. Yeah, I think I want to unlock rush buying because I have a lot of dust to spend. I think that's the best thing I can do there. All right.
I greet you in the name of the four.
Okay. So Lumeris is in the galaxy. Law's canceled. Wait, did we run out? Did we run out of oh, because we were on 0. Wait, we should still be able to run that. Well, we'll just put it back in play again. I think it's because we went down to 0 influence. The law got canceled. That's okay. We had no colonies and production anyway, so it didn't end up affecting much. Right. Yeah, well, your probe supply will be fully restocked by the time you get down there. Our very, very slow ship. Alright, let's see if we can find where Lumeris is located. Super Spuds. I'm glad Super Spuds is not my local resource. This is not a good resource. If you're curious what the yield is, what is it? Where is it located here? Here it is. Cheaper 15% ship buyout reduction. It's like, okay, that's nice and all, but I'd rather have 30 influence, or I'd rather have 60 production from Jadonix, which we don't have, but Jadonix is like so OP, it's ridiculous. Anyway, okay, so not much going on this turn. We're just kind of chilling. We're gonna get the colony ship again. I think it's just double colony ship here. Then hopefully we can. Oh, hey, we found an isolated system here. It's not good worlds for us. It would be good worlds for a normal race because it's a Terran world. This might be an isolated world because it doesn't appear that there's any. They always put a couple systems that are just like isolated with no nodes connecting them. Still, it's an expansion target down the road. We don't currently have the tech to colonize it though. Super Spuds. What's the red thing? Red thing. I'm sorry, I don't see a red thing. Oh, this is maybe this. This is the probe. This is my probe. It's granting us vision. It's the probe that I sent out to see what was out there in the fog. All right, so which system is better to colonize? I think this system is the better one. Out of these worlds, we probably want the toxic planet because it is sterile, fortunately, and it's large. This planet is, yeah, not as good. Of course, we'll want to colonize this to start getting the Eden incense, but I think this toxic is the place to start at least. Could also go to this. What is this? Oh, that's actually, this one might be better because it has a better anomaly. What is this one? Yeah, it's this one. This is a better anomaly. Oh wait, well, what's the barren is? This is sterile as well. What is the better yields? Yeah, this one's the barren planet's a little bit better, I think, because of the positive anomaly. Yeah, there's 2 planets with Eden incense. Yep, but I don't think either one of them is the first one that goes. So I think it's that Mintaka 5 is the better of the 2. Alright, as expected, it's 2 turns to get there. Would 11 movement have gotten us there in 1 turn? I think it still would have been just short, even on the 11 movement. I think it still would have been short. Alright, let's... Another colony ship. Gonna go grab this system, too. I think this system's weaker. Yeah, these Arctic planets are not as good. But this is still not terrible. This is a positive anomaly, too. And this is also sterile. They're all sterile planets, and they're very good research worlds. So we'll just take that huge Arctic with the positive anomaly and go there next. Might as well. Yeah, good tech sector. A lot of cold planets. Cold planets are apparently what you build in this game if you want research. Alright, so yeah, we got another 17 production from that one. So, how close are we to being able to do one of these compression? We need 20. We need 20 of this resource to do one of these. So we're not quite at that point just yet. We need to get more of, what is this blue resource called? Titanium. We need to get more of that. But I haven't found any other sources. Anyway, there's no point in colonizing a second planet. So again, You know, we could do this. Fertile planet temperate. Well, this would give us 10 industry. Or we could just build another pop point, and the pop point gives us, again, 17 production, 10 dust, 7 science. I think I'm just building another pop point. I don't see anything that's better than doing that right now. So we'll just build another pop point. Specialized planets for more strategics. True. That's this one here. Yeah. But I think there's higher. We might want to get this, but I think that might be higher priorities. We'll see. So we have an extra copy of this Hyperion. Well, if we can get this system. Hopefully they won't have a quest that's too ridiculous. We are increasing our relations pretty quickly here with these guys, so I'll have good odds to become friends with them. All right. All right. Meanwhile, down here, all right. So Lumeris has one of their scout ships in this system. Might as well see what we can see if there's something good we can get here from exploring it. All right, plus 5x Garden of. Oh wow, Garden of Eden. Wow. Okay, that's a unique, or that's a rare thing to find. We also get 5 XP on our ship or whatever that's worth. All right. Well, we might as well keep exploring then. We do have some movement points left, right? I'd prefer to be out of the system in case they try attacking me. That's just a scout ship. Doesn't really have any weapons on it. Alrighty. Looking good so far. Yeah, hopefully there aren't too... Well, I mean, this is pretty far from me. I don't think I have much chance to colonize that. Hopefully I'll be able to get... If I can get, like, down to here, I'd be relatively pleased with the number of systems I'm grabbing. Alright, so they're gonna give me some resources. 20% of the galaxy explored. Where was this? Oh, we found an empty star down here. Are there any paths leading out of this? Nope. Okay. Alrighty. Well, we'll head back up in that direction in a second, but let's send out a probe while we're over here. Oh wait, there is a movement. There's movement to the left. Okay, I didn't see that. And there's movement down to the bottom too. What am I saying? There's lots of movement options here. There's 2 movement options. What am I saying? Alright. So let's colonize, and as I said, I think this is the best spot to go first. Very good science spot. Alright. 12 turns. I think this is worthwhile to do. We're not using this for anything. Yeah, we're not using this for anything. We might as well do this down to just 6 turns. That feels good to me. The yellow is the yellow resource. What is this one? Hyperium. This is used for the for the debuff option, but we don't care about debuffing the AI. We don't even have an AI system where we could place this yet. So yeah, we don't care about that. What are these guys giving us now? So they're giving us, okay, little minor yields. Our science production should be pretty good. Okay, and then we have just 2 more turns until this finishes. Nice. Hopefully we'll be able to get up to, so we need 5 turns to get up to 50, and then 50 relations, and then hopefully they'll give us a quest that's doable. I control the minor civ, but I'm trying to take them over, so... That's just 6 turns for an outpost to become a colony, too. That's very fast. Very, very fast. Alright. Well, let's come back to that in a minute. Alright. So let's get your... How much XP do you have? You're close to leveling. Plus 50 influence. Alright, that's a negative anomaly. But we did get a little additional influence as loot. More Eden incense. Have you hit level 3 yet? You're super close. But there's no more curiosities, so I'm gonna have to... I think I'm gonna have to bring you back after I send out these probes. Alright, let's bring you back and assign you. Oops. We're going to put you on our home system. There we go. You'll hit level 3 very soon because you're only 5 XP off. Alright, but we managed to get all the exploring of the initial area done. Okay, let's send you back in this direction. Because you might be able to connect with whatever's over there. And Lumeris' home system is probably down here somewhere. Yeah, I can't believe that this grows into a colony at such an incredibly fast rate. These guys just expand at a ridiculous rate. We also can rush buy stuff if we want. Oh wait, no. Wait, I thought we finished that. Oh, well, we're almost done, so it doesn't matter. Okay. We need to figure out something to research next. Maybe we should research something in this column just to unlock this. We also really want to get down here to AI labor. It's too expensive at the moment. It's too expensive, but at some point. So my other question is there a planet type that I want to unlock that I can't currently colonize? Like in the home system, we have an ocean world. Maybe we want something like that, because Mediterranean, Savannah, steppes. Strategic resource. I guess we could take the Miners Union. I guess we could maybe do that. I mean, it would double my production of those resources if I built it. I'm just not sure I'm going to build that anytime soon, honestly. Because I think I'd rather build, like, pop points. This would be both forest and monsoon. I think I have some of those planets. Like, what's the extra planet here? That's a gas planet. That doesn't unlock until later. Toxic snow. There's a Mediterranean world. Maybe we take that because I do want to unlock Mediterranean. I thought there was a Mediterranean planet in this system too. No. Atoll and ocean. Alright. Is this the Mediterranean one? No, that's forest. Aaron. Yeah, ocean's one of the most hostile for Riftborn. Yep. We could also get this so we can scan more curiosities. I think I'm going to take this. That'll unlock this Hyperium engine, and it'll also let us scan more curiosities. And also move off-road if we want to. It's not a key priority, but I think it's not bad. Alright, yep, there we go. So again, we're going to assign this. 30 production does not scale well into the late game, but it's very good for early in the game. Yeah. Excuse me. Anyway, let's get this colony ship moving. 2 turns. Alrighty. And now we have empty queues in both. So we built a pop point here on Tartarus. Is there anything that would be better than building just another pop point? Our population's actually getting happier as we put more pop on this sterile world, which is pretty hilarious. Like, is there anything that would be more useful to build here? So, let's see. We don't need the food here. The drone networks is not that useful because we don't need the food. And we need to spend pops to send to the new... That's true. But I usually try to fill up my home system first and then send the pop off to other worlds. Like, we have no fertile in here, so this is only 10 science. Like, that's... I don't think there's anything that's better than just building another pop point here. It feels silly, but the yields for building pop is just so enormous. The new systems are low production. That's true. Yeah, they don't have the same production setup. At least to start, that's true. And we don't have Jadonics nonsense to buff them. Alright. Because they look like this. They're ice planets like this. Oh, I don't really care about that quest. That quest will come along soon enough. Well, what does this do? It gives us 10 production. Like who cares? 10 production. We can get we build another Riftborn, we get 13 production, and we also get 11 dust and 5 science. So again, it's just better to build the population point, even though it feels weird. 15 science, yeah, but the pop point is only marginally more expensive, and that gives us 5 science, plus a whole bunch of other stuff. I still think the pop point is better than anything else I can build here. And as you said, it also means I can maybe send them off to some of those other planets, too. Like I said, it feels weird, but... Anyway, hopefully we'll get a quest that's doable here. Alright, we still got 1 scouting ship. Yet another system. Apparently there's no curiosities here. At least Lumeris seems to have... Yeah, I agree that spamming pop is the way to go. Yep. A lot of systems down here. We got Transvine, okay. That's also a fun resource because it's good for morale. Far enough down here that it doesn't seem like we're going to have access to it. Look at how far down this stretches. We will need another scout eventually. But for the moment, we're okay. There's nothing to scout up here. We already got all the curiosities. Now, we're going to unlock more curiosities, but for now, we don't need another scout. Like, finding stuff down here is nice, but not crucial. I'd rather keep the snowball rolling along by developing. Alright. Explore 5 atmospheric here. Okay, well, whatever. If we get... I mean, it would be nice to get this, because then we could put down some of those time bubbles. But, I mean, we'll see. Alright. So we got another system to colonize. This huge Arctic is definitely the best. I love the way these planets look in the little snapshots. Very pretty. Okay. Oh, I'd actually like to double this, but I can't afford... I don't have a 15. That would cut the time significantly. Anyway, we've already almost turned this into a full system, which is just wild that it's been that fast. The first thing I think I want to do here is colonize... We can't colonize the Mediterranean planet just yet. Which is a shame. We might need to try to unlock that. But I want to try to get this Eden Incense rolling in, because I want to make a system development plan. More influence is just really nice to have in general. Not starving the home system by spamming content. Yeah, it's like the developers put a bunch of stuff which individually is like neat for this faction, but like the total package just gets really, really out of control. In like a real hurry. Lot of super spuds down there I'm seeing. A lot of super spuds. Anyway, so we should be able to get more industrialist ideology. There's some very good industrialist laws further on. So like this one that we're running is pretty nice. It allows the outpost to basically form faster and then gives a temporary morale boost. But like if you go down the industrialist line, this is really nice to add to. +1 resource generation on strategic resource deposit. We've seen that we actually need that pretty badly. So that would be a big one. 40% health on ships, that's pretty good. And then the ultimate, you can't get this till later in the game, but I mean, do I need to speak more? +8 production per pop on planets? Yeah. Yes. Yes, I would like that. So you can't get that until later in the game, but are we heading in that direction? You better believe we are heading in that direction. As I said, just a lot of things combined together for these guys. By the way, we're going to expand out here relatively fast, and then we'll get the influence and science per pop, which is going to be pretty nice. Anyway. So yeah, just kind of chilling here. I would definitely use 15 of these to speed this up. So in 3 turns I might do that. Like, I'll get more of this later on. Alright, now we have a quest with these guys.
Favorite fish in this galactic
Great.
sea.
Let's see, hopefully they don't have anything too obnoxious for us to do. 3 or more active laws. Okay, that's easy enough. Let's research in that direction then. We just have to get +1 law on the text screen, and that's an option at one of these. Is it this one? Where do we get the extra law? Oh, here it is. We just need to research 2 texts in this tier, and then we get +1 law slots. Okay. Well, we'll just do that next, because I do want to get that planet. I don't want that to get stolen away. We can pick this up. Adaptive bureaucracy. Actually, no, we should probably pick... Until we have an atoll planet, we can skip that. I do think we want xenology, though. Ice world system to Blizzard. I can, but it has to turn into a full-fledged colony. I think we do want this because it's nice to be able to specialize for influence, because influence tends to be hard to get. We definitely need this. We need the extra hull size. We're not using it yet, but we will need that. And we might want the food options too. Anyway, but yeah, the next 2 things I'm going to pick up are from this, because just getting an extra law is good in and of itself, but then also unlocking this is going to be pretty key, because we're going to need it to keep expanding forward. I don't want to have to be going through a miner's territory constantly. Alright. So Time Warp built another pop point. It continues to be ecstatic. Is there anything we can build that's better than yet another pop point? So we don't need to worry about morale. This gives us fertile... Let's see. We could always try to expand to another planet. That's cheap to do. We don't really need more pop slots just yet. We still have more room on this world here. We could do this, which is very cheap, but I feel like science is continuing to roll pretty good already. Or let's see. Well, this is quite a bit cheaper now than another pop. Remember, the pop point cost does go up over time. Might be time to do this because it's very cheap. And how many buildings do we have on this planet anyway? Very few. We have 2. We are low on infrastructure. .3D pop printers go for pretty much. Alright. Well, eventually we'll have enough for that. Maybe we'll even get it from this world. Alright. So we revealed some of the additional curiosities. And this gives us faster movement if we want it. Alright. So now we have more curiosities to explore, by the way. So we'll might sneak in a scout ship at some point up here to check out some of them. By the way, is this a dead end? There's no way to move further up from here. We could probably off-road over to there. Okay, yes. Alright, more influence. I never picked this. I don't know what the 50% chance of creating a major political crisis is, but I'm definitely going to take this. 80% chance to discover something. Much better than 50% chance to cause a major political crisis. Feels a lot better. Yeah, let's just head back here. And then we'll head down this route, which is probably where Lumeris' home system is. Alright, research. As I said, we definitely need this. We're going to need this because this unlocks the small class hulls, which you need to do anything military. What tech is the hero market on? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. The one where you can recruit heroes in the market. Here, it's this tech here. Over here, it's the next tier. Excuse me. And yes, we'll need to research another tech to unlock our system development plan. But until we actually have a resource to spend it on, it doesn't matter. Although I guess, what is it? Is it 20 of this? So I guess we could unlock that right away. But I want to get the miner sieve first. Until we start actually getting Eden incense, it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, so Tartarus has now gotten another pop point. Let's see. So we could do this for 10 more production, or we could do this for, again, 17 more production. So the planet is getting happier as we build more pop as well, which is, again, hilarious. I still think it's better just to do this, because we're probably going to be pop chaining, as we said, to some of these new worlds, too. Because they're probably going to be sending it on. And I think I'm going to click this next turn, so this will pop faster as well. And at some point then we'll want to just start building colony ships for down here, because these are, like, this ash planet would be very nice. Is this sterile as well? You bet it is. Hot sterile. Hot sterile. Yep. Because, like, we'd really like to get down here and start founding that as well. So, like, once these pop, I might just start building more colony ships. And I can redesign them with extra movement to get all the way down here. But, like, why not, right? If the AI is not, we can colonize very, very fast with our setup here. You can see we're almost leading in score, even though the AI gets a lot of bonuses at the start of the game on this difficulty. Yep. Alright, so we can rename this. I know we had a request to name this system Blizzard, but this system can be named. Oh, what are we going to do on this planet? Oh, we're probably going to build another pop point, right? No, actually, oh, we have a curiosity to discover too. I actually want to start bringing in this. So we're actually going to spend some of our treasury here, and we're just going to one-turn that so we can start getting the Eden incense coming in. If we colonize Veni, can we name it Veni Vidi Vici? Sure, why not? I'm gonna try to use some of my dust rush spending on these planets that have less production. Alright, so time warp finished. Yeah, okay. Club Med. Interesting. So, again, the question, as always, is anything better than just building another pop point? I don't think so. I mean, we could build this. Actually, this is cheap enough that I'll knock it out now. It's 20 production. That's probably better than 1 pop point. They're about the same price. Yeah, they're about the same price. I think this is slightly better. And then this is 20 per... so these are both probably better. Probably just do both of these. And then look to go for more pop points after that. Why Club Med for this system? Because of the Eden incense? Maybe? Club Med? Any other suggestions? It's not a knock on that, just not really what I was expecting for this one, but if no one else has any suggestions, we can go with it. Oh, and this, that's right, I wanted to... Wait, what? Why did it go up to 20? Oh, I guess it goes up every time you colonize a system. I guess it's a scaling cost every time a system... Oh, that's unfortunate. That's too bad. Well, at least we still have our law that helps boost... Where is it? Here it is. At least we have this beachhead bylaw that helps us. Anyway. Alright, so we need another one here to unlock an additional law. Oh, one of the planets is Mediterranean. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright, out of these three, I'm trying to think what's most useful. Would I want the food things? I mean, maybe eventually, but I don't see myself building them. I could see myself using the Spin project, though. Denark University could be decent, too. I think I'd rather get this for right now. I have enough things to do other than planetary specialization. Miner Sieve gives you food from production. Yeah, that's a really good fit for my setup, isn't it? Alright, so we need to get this, and then we need to get another tech over here so we can set up our system development plan, which has honestly been delayed a little too long, as it is. But anyway, now we're starting to get Eden Incense per turn. +2 per turn. There we go. And we will want to colonize this at some point too. At least we got some sterile toxic planets over here. So we should get this miner's civ in 2 turns. And yeah, I wish there was a way to speed this up, but I don't think that there is. Oh well. Still doing really well overall. And our scout ship managed to get through here. Regenerated a probe, so we can now check to see what's on this world down here. Oh, antimatter on that world. Okay. Explore the quest curiosity. Each expedition will cost 5 titanium. Pirate ships. Okay. But that's going to spawn a pirate ship, isn't it? I don't think I have a way to fight that with this. There's no weapons on this ship, or basically nothing. Sign Atlantropa? I don't... What's that? I don't know what that means. Reward is pirate ship spawned. I don't know what that means. Oh well, we'll see. Alright, we're going to support the industrialists. Oh, proposed land reclaimed out of Mediterranean. Okay, you can see why that's not what I was thinking of. Oh, we can actually spend money here to help them. And I found that this is good to do because if everybody supports your dominant political party, then you have less unhappiness. I mean, we have the money here. We might as well. So we should get... Yeah, heavy, there we go. It's all, okay, interesting. It's all political, or industry and science. Interesting. Alright, so we got this, which is the law we're going to enact with our +1 law slot. Dirty Hands Act. That's actually a nice law, too. That's a pretty good law as well. I don't have that much influence available, though. Oh, cool, we got our population. So what's the Riftborn population bonuses? Plus industrialist ideology. Oh wow, look at that. The next one for 20 pop is +15 production on systems with a Riftborn. Wormhole travel consumes only half of a ship's remaining. Well, that's not so great, but that is really good. That's really good. How about the miners right here? 20% reduction on improvement cost. Wow, that's pretty good. And they have a unique law, apparently. These guys are... okay. And they both apparently have a unique law. Okay, well that's all good stuff. Okay. Alright, one more turn until we should have these guys in our territory. So do we try to fulfill this quest? We can try to fulfill it here. I'm just worried that a pirate ship's going to pop out. You know what? Let me just save this, and if it goes horribly wrong... I had a game earlier that I... Did I earlier save a game as Riftborn? Yeah, I saved a game earlier as Riftborn. What do I call this one? Riftborn Rampage. I couldn't think of a good title. Well, let's see what happens when we do this. Which one was the quest one? Here it is, quest. Okay. Alright, +20 titanium. Okay, well that wasn't bad. Did we fulfill that quest then? Okay, well, what that means though is we can then get a rift. We can produce a rift then. I'm gonna have this planet do it. It can be done on any planet, so you can take like your little junk planets and have them produce these things. That's pretty nice. Yeah, that absolutely paid for that expedition. Alright, and we're out of probe stock, so I'm going to send you forward instead of having you hang out here with no probes. Okay, cool. Alright, so Time Warp did... Honestly, I think Time Warp should just start building colony ships to go grab this, because we're going to have this planet under our control shortly, and then this is going to transform in 7 more turns. Might as well, right? I mean, we don't have a fleet to defend this, but this system in particular looks very nice. These lava planets are awesome for us. You needed to research a second quest anomaly there. Oh, well. We can always come back and get it later, I guess. You're right, there was another quest. Okay, well, whatever. Maybe we'll turn around and head back. We'll see. Maybe we'll turn around and head back. It would have taken that long to get probes anyway. All right, so ships. Let's delete this. Create a new colony ship. Now we can build the small ships. All right. So we can now build these. Jeez. Excuse me. So these give us 4 movement points. They cost 1 of the yellow resource. But this ship has 14 movement on it. Science band. So this is colony 14, and that'll give us the speed to get down there. So a little more expensive, but that's not bad. Science bend. Oh, Club Med is fine. I just forgot to change it for Club Med because it has a Mediterranean world. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna build this new colony ship here. Tartarus. You are still ecstatic. Yeah, see, we get the leading political party now. Alright, so like you could build this for 10 production, but again, another pop was 17 production, so. Oh, actually, the pop point is up to 300 cost right now, so let's do this. This is much cheaper. We'll do this for the 10 production. Let's just knock out both of these in 3 turns. They're cheap at this stage. Yeah, we could look to do Tartarus too as well, but I'm gonna knock these out because they are very inexpensive, and then it would be worthwhile to build that. But yeah, like we just got our industry up so high there. All right, we're also gonna have a rift to place so I can show what that does. All right, so a lot of things happened. We got, oh nice, we got +1 movement. Oh, that's on civilian ships, so that's the move when you move pop around, basically. We got the extra law slot. Yes, I'm aware, I literally just got that. Capture, assimilate, or attract a new population type. Gee, I wonder if I'm going to be able to do that, huh? Well, what if we did this? Enact this law. Gain the minor civilization. And then we will fulfill that quest. So we gain these guys. By the way, we can rename their... and we actually got a little military with them now, too. Alright. So we fulfilled that quest. I wanted the quest screen. By the way, we are currently losing 30... influence per turn, so we need to get our system development plan up. So we need to research this and then get our system development plan up with our Eden Incense. Yeah, I mean, I am paying for 2 laws at the moment. The law upkeep is pretty expensive, but as soon as we get our system upkeep in place, we'll be able to pay for that. Nostradamus? Well, it says Nos, yeah, sure. Nostradamus. Okay, let's see what they've got on this system. Not a whole lot. Colony base, okay, they didn't really build much. I think we want to colonize this if we can. They have very little production too, because we want to get both of these resources. But it is so cheap to build the first couple pop points. We need to get this. We'll start with this. So this is a good turn for us. We definitely got a lot stronger here. So we got a colony ship in production. How many systems do we have right now? So we're at the current number of colonized star systems. That's fine though. They definitely need some machines to help out. Everybody needs some machines to help out. And then these guys are still 6 turns away. Alright, we can also place our time bubble here. So you can see what this does is it's plus 25% to all yields, and heroes gain experience at double the rate. So we're going to put this on our home system, of course. So now the yields just, if you thought they were high before, now they just go through the roof. So yeah, it starts to get pretty silly. They definitely don't need this. I mean, it's a cool ability, but these guys definitely don't need this ability. Now it only lasts for 10 turns, but we can just build another one after that. So we just need to get it's this with the blue resource. So we'd like to get production of that up so we can keep building these. Debuffing the enemy, and then these yellow ones debuff the enemy, or enemy systems. But like you can see how this race just kind of snowballs at a pretty ridiculous rate. So yeah, our score is going up pretty fast, although Lumeris is keeping pace so far. And then there's another race in yellow. I wouldn't be surprised if that's like the Cravers or something, because they tend to be strong when played by the AI. And there's the 150 influence for filling that quest that popped up last turn. Yeah, the mining system one would help too. Again, I always have, it's just always competing priorities. Would definitely help, but then I would also have to build it then afterwards, is the thing. Wow, we can make it there in 2 turns. That's 14 movement, definitely helps. So, like, remember how this race's ability is -1 movement point? Like, does that even matter at all? Like, that's supposed to be like a counterbalancing fact. But I have 14 movement points on my colony ship. And, yeah, we might want to just colonize this planet, too. This is another Eden incense source. Why not just build another colony ship? We'll just colonize both of these. Why the heck not? Give me another colony ship. We'll just do it again. Should have named the colony ship Race Car. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? We're just going to keep expanding. I'm pretty confident we can at least grab these 2 planets. This one up here, Gano, might be a little bit more of a stretch, but we'll see. Just going to keep pushing expansion. Okay. Reveals all the hidden nodes near this constellation. Done. Alright. Oh. So there's an isolated world isolated world here. Could maybe go after it. And then there's one way over here. But if no one else goes for it, maybe. This would be better for us because it's ash and desert. And it's not like there's distance maintenance in this game. There's just number of colonies maintenance, basically. And remember, we still have this off-world system here, too. Although this is not a good system for us. It would be good, I said this before, it would be good for a normal race, but it's not anything special for us. Alright, so we've built a colony. Started another one. Alright, Tartarus is knocking out the cheap stuff. And then the other 2 planets both did robots. Alright. So let's see, we're on the barren world. Yeah, this planet does not have particularly great. It's pretty bad production on this one. Even with our awesome Riftborn population, we're still looking not so great on this one. Alright, so we have 2 planets right now. They're both cold. One's sterile. This would probably be the way to go because this is plus 20 production. And we might want to bring in some people from other worlds if we can. This system, Gistrat, is going to, or this is going to be Blizzard once it's actually done. It's going to be like that too. It's going to need some help. Alright, Nostradamus. We built the first pop point, which was very cheap. I really need to get this planet colonized for the Eden Incense and the Hyperion. So this is temperate and fertile. I think we built, let's see, I think we colonized this probably with rush by help, and then we maybe rush by this because this is fertile planet. Yeah, and then maybe we rush by this as soon as it's done. Actually, wait a minute. Fertile planet, temperate. No, it's the other way around. This would double the production of this planet. because it's actually fertile and temperate in addition to being a normal planet. So we need to get this. This would add 30 production, so yeah, it basically doubles it. And then we use that to get the atoll, which has all the resources on it. So we're still pulling in 2 Eden incense per turn, but that's going to increase rapidly because we have a second planet here that has that. Oh, there's a hidden planet here. What the? There's a hidden planet over here. We just had an influence reach out and reveal it. Oh, wow, and this is gorgeous for us. Look at this. Ash, lava. This is an amazing world for us. Okay. And there's a bazillion curiosities that we need to... So we're going to need to get another curiosity exploring. Yeah, wow. This is... And there's more Eden incense here, too. Jesus Christ. Okay. Tartarus, as soon as you're done this, how about you build another colony ship? We'll just colonize this, and then Tartarus will grab this down here. Jesus. Time for even more colony ships. The snowball rolls down the hill. Okay. And you need to go back here because we need to finish that quest. Our scouting maybe not going quite as well. But anyway, at least we're going to finish this. And then we can do our system development plan. Alright. So if you're new to this game, the system development plans unlock as the game goes on. You can basically add a... you can pick a resource and then it gives a system benefit. These are luxury resources. You can't use strategic resources for the system development unless you're playing Vaulters. That's one of their unique abilities. So because this is the one that we're overwhelming, we have overwhelming amounts of his Eden incense. We're going to take that, and this adds 30 influence to a system. It's very nice. Incense is a hard resource to come by. A hard, not resource, a hard like currency to come by. So being able to get 30 influence flat on a system is really nice. And it takes 1 turn to build this. So we're just going to put this on our home system right now. Where's that? Here we go. Level 2, modernization. We'll just slot this in for 1 turn. You're going to build another colony as well, as we continue to chew through all of our Hyperium building these, but that's fine. I don't really need it for here, but it's the only colony ship design I have. At least it can move off. We'll be able to move off-road over there quickly. So now we're just going to, as soon as we get more of this, as soon as we get up to 25 of this, we can do this on other systems as well. And it's going to push out our borders really fast too, which is nice. All right. So that's the only thing we finished this turn. Nostradamus, I would like to rush by this to completion, so I can probably do that next turn. Okay. Also, let's move our defending ships down here a little bit further up. Because I want to hold... Oh, wow, we're already at this system. Okay. That was fast. All right. Out of these 3, I think the huge desert, just because it has the most pop slots available. Like, the lava planet has a negative anomaly. What's this one? That's not bad. What's the base yield here? 12 production. This one's 8 production, but it's huge, so there's more slots available. Might actually be better to do the medium ash. Yeah, the yields are just, the production yield's better here. Okay. Colonies get, yeah, you're right. If you colonize the high production planets, it gets started faster. Good point. Good point. Yeah, because we have the 37 production. You're right. Good call. All right, so we've got that baking away too. 2 more colony ships in production. The time warp that we're working on. We're still in the negative on influence, but this is going to go down to a very manageable amount. We do have to keep somewhat of an eye on happiness, because we're going to blow way past our happiness limit. What does the Dust Nebula anomaly do? It's plus 50 flat for the dust, and then it's plus 2 per pop. So pretty good, pretty good. Not bad at all. Oh, and we have to, all right, so now we have to decide where we actually want to go next on research, because I kind of went through the things I was, had immediately prioritized. I'm already getting that, yeah, it looks like I am. You're absolutely right. So we do not need more dust. Our dust production is pretty awesome. This is, we've talked about this a lot. I might just grab this. But there is also the possibility of just jumping forward and trying to get AI labor. If there's nothing else, I might just jump forward and take AI labor. It would be very expensive to research at this point, but I mean, it's kind of like the God mode tech for me. +5 per pop on all those hot sterile worlds. It costs 1120 production to do, but I mean, and it would also unlock Terran planets if I have any of those. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I would want. I do like Slag and Sledge Center as well. Neural robotics is a good option as well. Oh yeah, yeah, this is also quite nice, but it does cost the blue resource titanium, which I don't have a lot of. For a normal race, this would be the one you'd try to prioritize, but I think that this is better for us. The gas giant colonization is pretty nice too, but and the expanded mines. I think I'm just gonna go for this. I would really like to have this. A lot of my planets are kind of not quite at a point where they can build that yet, but like Time Warp could, and like that would be just awesome on any world that's a desert. That would just be amazing to have that. But yeah, so we're looking pretty strong here. I'm impressed that the yellow AI is keeping up with us in score so far. I would say odds are that's the Cravers, because they tend to be the strongest AI, at least from what I found. Alright, what else? What other stuff can we give you? We don't care about food, so it's probably just the +1 food production per pop. Alright, so we finished, yeah, we finished we actually have our influence back in the positives. So the colony is now 1 turn away from finishing. Look at that, apparently we have enough overflow that we can do the colony and an extra pop point, so we will do that. Tartarus is also doing its colony. Yep, alright, and this was the planet I wanted to rush by this, because that'll really speed along this planet, and then this is the follow-up build. It says 9 turns, it'll probably be about 5 turns after we get the increased production. Alright. Oh, Lumeris is trying to colonize this system. Oops, that's the wrong one, isn't it? It's the other one. Hydromial. Interesting. +2 range, okay. Sure. Well, we don't have a probe to send to that next one. So we can blockade this system to screw with their outpost. Now it'll take 60 turns. But I'm gonna drop. They won't like that, by the way. But I'm probably gonna drop that blockade because I want to move on and do more scouting, especially because I have the increased vision range. Anyway, so over here, Club Med. This is another planet where I would probably want to get this. Oh, and I need to build Time Warp needs to build a scout ship to reveal all these curiosities. And we need to move... Oh, the colony ship's not done yet. But we need to build a scout ship to reveal... Because there's a lot of curiosities that are unrevealed. So we haven't found Lumeris yet, but I'm pretty sure that they're down this path. I would think that they're down in this area somewhere. That's just my guess based on where I saw their ships. New objective, possess 6 cold planets. Well, we're pretty close to that. Wait, did we finish the previous quest? We didn't get 9 system improvements yet, did we? I don't think we did that yet. Anyway. Well, we're definitely going to have 6 cold planets. We already have 4 of them. I mean, this system is about to give us another cold planet. That's a side quest. Okay, yeah, I didn't think that we had that yet. Alright, anyway. So, we can actually move there in 1 turn. Even off-roading, we make it there in 1 turn. That's pretty awesome. Alright. Huge lava. I think that's the one we want. Yeah, 16 production per turn. It has a positive anomaly. Let's do it. Look at this horrible world that my robots love. Alright. Yeah, only 8 turns to build even without... I don't think I can spare the resources anymore to double their innate production, but I'm not sure they need it. Alright, let's design a a ship to reveal the curiosities. Yeah, I said that would probably go down to 5 turns, and it did. That's pretty cool. Lava waterfall looks beautiful. All right, ship. Okay. By the way, these design like what are the ships that I inherited from these guys? They're called the Cell. Okay. I like to scrap the designs I'm not actually using. Like I've never built this ship before. Just get rid of all these. These are AI designed ships. The only one I've actually designed is the colony ship. All right. Now let's do, I don't know if you can hear Sydney there in the background. All right. We just need exploration. So we just want, let's do one of these for movement. That's 7 movements, plenty. And then probes. It's going to be the Prober 7. Pretty cheap ship to build. Yeah, only 160. That'll do. So Time Warp can knock that out in 1 turn. And let's do this now that we have a couple planets. I think I'm going to grab this Arctic planet too. By the way, note that we're actually gaining a lot of food right now. So we're actually growing food at a pretty wild rate. The harmonious development. Oh, it's the harmonious development. God, that ability is insane for us. Because it turns the production into food, which is something we don't produce naturally. That's absolutely insane for us. And we probably want to get the ability to colonize ocean worlds at some point. Anyway. Gives you the last one for the quest. Yeah, it does. But let's get that. We want to start working on revealing these curiosities. So let's get this ship. Because we need it to start generating probes. Okay. Alright, yeah, looks good. You guys can hang out here. We're about to get the... and this system I was thinking about rush buying this to accelerate its production. To give us plus 20 production, so that'll take it from 40 up to 60. And then I can maybe build some more pop. At some point again, we'll probably be importing pop onto that world, but not yet. So we're looking pretty good here. I do think we're just kind of accelerating past the AI. Alright. Oh nice, it comes with its probes fully stocked already. That's a good sign. Oh, we have adamantium on our home system. Nice. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to need to unlock... we're definitely going to need to... I mean, we know what our next move is now, is definitely to colonize this planet. But I will knock this out, because this is, again, very cheap. Okay. Alright, now how about you... Yes, you, ship. Can I click on the ship? There we go. Why don't you head on over there and get the curiosities that are over there. And then I'll bring you down to Club Med. Alright, here's our other colony ship. Head on down here to Veni. Can we use our probe before we get out of here? Yeah, I'm going to be chased away by these guys. Plus 40 influence. Okay. You will find a technology in 20 turns. This is a pretty common event. I know I've seen this a bunch of times. Okay. Check to a team. Pirate ship spawned.
Will do what is best for the family.
Pirate ship spawned. Alright. Oh, we gained a ship there. Okay. Well, how strong is this ship? Not as strong as the new pirate ship that I have. Haha! We spawned a ship and then used it to chase them away.
Do what is best for the families.
Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. But I am going to put my blockade back up. Oh, they're apparently going to get this in 2 turns. How did they manage to increase it so much? Oh wait, no, this is they die in 2 turns. They die. This is they die in 2 turns, I think. I'm pretty content with that. Yeah, we'll get a free tech in 20 turns. Usually they give you something you don't really care about, but still. Stop being mean to the AI. Well, I mean, I'm just trying to keep that out of their hands for the moment. because we're continuing to just push expansion ASAP. By the way, this ship is moving from Tartarus down to this spot in 2 turns, which is also wild. All right, what did we finish? We finished the colony ship in Tartarus. Okay. So yeah, we probably do want to just grab this other planet here, because why not? Oh, we don't have any food. We need to get a non-Riftborn on Tartarus just so that it'll start getting some growth. So yeah, we should probably do that. Well, we're about to grow a pop point here. We'll send this pop point of Pistis to Tartarus, then it'll start having food as well. Could be an important border world. Yeah, antimatter is pretty important. Important tech. All right. So yeah, we're still just kind of rolling here. Yeah, I mean, Lumeris is one of the stronger AIs too. The 126 score is probably the Vadyani. The AI is hopeless at playing them. Just really bad at playing them. Apparently, I'm also hopeless at playing them because I struggled when I played them too. All right. Success. +10. All right, well, we don't really need that. All right, +1 Hiroshim's on your system, Club Med. Okay, sure. Well, that means we start getting food here as well. +3 on sterile. Okay. I probably should have rush bought that a little earlier. Oh well. All right, let's start checking out what's on this system. Starting with what's on the outpost. Oh, that's a good anomaly. Wow, +4 science per pop. That's nice. Then a battle tactic, which is not as important. +50. Okay. Permanent monsoon. That's not as good. And then we can see there's some other ones that we don't have the resources to get yet. Metallic waters. Okay, that's also pretty negative. Alright, well apparently we won this. We explored 5 atmospheric curiosities, so we got we got 100 dust, 50 influence. The influence in the dust is not that big, but the 30 resources is actually pretty nice. Explore the 3 indicated systems in order to find the academy and visit its leader. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be exploring down there anytime soon. I don't think that's going to happen. Alright, so we explored all the current curiosities. We'll head down Club Med and continue exploring the curiosities. Alright. Time Warp is going to colonize Arctic. Okay, this system we need to rename Blizzard. Oops. No, I was trying to rename the colony. Oops. Come on. Well, I apparently I was entertaining enough that I stopped Shallow Thought from catching dinner. Yes, if the AI knew how to play the Vadyani, apparently they're... I sucked at playing them, but apparently they're pretty good. Okay, so this is another world that has low production, so it's going to need some help. Amazing science, but low production, as it turns out. So probably going to need some rush buy stuff on this world as well. Cold sterile. Like AI labor would be really good there. Alright, so we're building... Yeah, we're colonizing that. We're about to get the colonize 6 ice worlds quest. We are over the limit on happiness, or on planets, but we are definitely not stopping. We're going to keep going right ahead. Alright, so I can't chase these guys away because I said I would not attack their guys. Hopefully they'll leave me alone too. Let's go forward 1 system, because I'm planning on colonizing this one, Veni. This is actually kind of a weak system as well, but we'll grab the snow planet at least. And then Gano is a much better system. So yeah, does their system die? Yeah, their system's going to die in 1 turn. That's pretty incredible. Once that's done, I'll head out and start exploring with these. Yeah, and actually I might send this shuttle up here to join with my military ships. Double Eden Incense makes it worth grabbing. Yep. And who knows, there might be other resources down here too. But yeah, double Eden Incense. I mean, we're going to have so much Eden Incense, it might be in our tier 2 plan as well. We'll just have to see, because that's like the one resource that's everywhere. Like, it would not be terrible just to have more incense. By the way, we really need to work on our manpower. I think that the Riftborn have low I'm not sure if they have low manpower so much as we're just expanding at a ridiculous rate, so it's hard for this to keep up. Anyway. Oh yeah, we're going to be all the way down here at Veni this turn, aren't we? Okay. So this is definitely better. I mean, normally the tiny forest would be better, but you know, for a Riftborn, well, actually this is probably better because it has the it has 4 production. Even though these guys hate fertile worlds and it's tiny, it's 4 production. The snow world has 0 production, so this is probably better. Riftborn have very bad manpower. Okay. Look at this planet. Pretty cool looking. Alright. So do we want to spend this to double... Do we want to spend... How many of this resource are we getting? We're getting 2 per turn. And it costs 30 to double that. It's 11 turns. I mean, like, this planet is so fast it doesn't need it. This planet up here is so fast it doesn't need it. Yeah, these planets don't need it. Yeah, I think it's worthwhile to do that. Gotta keep that snowball rolling downhill. Gotta keep pumping the expansion curve. Keep expanding. Alright. And then you just did the exploration. Yeah, you just did the exploration. Okay. Alright. Looking good here. Maybe for Club Med we could like rush by this. And that'll help it out and help it continue onwards with that. Definitely will need to be happy with, I'm aware, and remember, we're getting a big happiness boost on these planets from the plus 35 from recently colonized systems, which is going to run out. But what I couldn't do is I could always drop this once I'm done, and I could run, what's the law that gives you the flat happiness bonus? Like, I can always put in Toys for Boys, which gives me plus 30. Because, like, I could drop this one and run that instead. But yes, I do need to be aware of the happiness stuff. And I do also have some luxury stuff that I have not been building. Like, I do have Luxuries Lottery, and what's the other cheap one that's just flat plus 10? Infinite Supermarkets. Right, they're republics, so their laws are stronger, yep. Yeah, it's normally... Isn't that one normally plus 20 and they get plus 30 instead? Alright, we'll have to look at that in a minute. Yep. First to have 8 plants. Well, we got 75 Jadonics, but if we don't have a source coming in, we can't make it part of a system development plan. Unsurprisingly, we're the first ones to have 8 planets colonized. So if you're curious, Jadonics gives you 60 flat production. It's absolutely insane. It lets you get any system off to a ridiculous start. Is there a swapping penalty for rush buying? It's better to have 1 turn invested. Is that true? I actually didn't know that. Alright, so we were going to send this 1 population point. That's Epistis. Also, why are you on this world? You should be there. We're going to send this over to Tartarus. Because we wanted to get 1 pop point on Tartarus, so it'll start growing. 1 non-Riftborn on Tartarus. Wait, what is that? No, I don't want 2 of you going there, just 1. Because Tartarus currently doesn't get any food, but once you have that, yeah, you can see this planet's growing relatively fast. Okay, so I'll try to keep that in mind. I didn't know that there was a penalty for, I didn't know that this game had a swapping penalty. I know Civ does, but I didn't know that this game did. Alright, so, I think we just do AI labor, right? Like, why would we not do AI labor? It's gonna be amazing here. Plus 5 per pop on hot, plus 5 per pop on sterile. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pop on this world, so that's 60 production on this world. And then this is a sterile planet, so yeah. I mean, we can put you over here too, why not? Pretty good stuff. Alright, how much longer until this dies out? 3 more turns. I'll have one of the weaker planets rebuild it and drop it on Time Warp again afterwards. Alright, Tartarus, what did we just finish here? Colonize Ash, okay. Gotcha. Alright. I think I wanted to do this now that it's pretty cheap. How about AI labor? 9 turns. A little too expensive at this point, but we will get that soon. This will give us another 20 production. Yeah, that gives us another 20. And then we'll probably get this too because it's also cheap, and then we'll see. Can always build more pop. At some point we'll have to start, as I said, at some point we'll have to start sending them to these planets, but I don't think it's bad to knock out some of the cheaper infrastructure on some of these worlds. Okay, so ships. Also, remember the colony that was down here? Yeah, it's gone now. We successfully strangled that outpost into being destroyed. Alrighty. So this thing has 6 movement. Alright, I'm gonna split these up. Because I want the shuttle to go join with my other military ships, and I want the scout ship to continue scouting. Yeah, poor Lumeris. That was very, very mean of me. But it's definitely going to slow them down by doing that. Like, I just denied them an entire system. And a pretty good one at that. Alrighty. And then this system was definitely going to need some spending to help it out. Because it's just a... No. These are good science worlds, but they're very, very poor on production. Which means that they're kind of poor in general, because once you have production, you can do anything you want in this game. Alright, so what was I going to do next? We got AI labor. That's kind of like our next big build queue. Oh, we might want to unlock the ability to capture these resources. And because like we might as well start stockpiling this, right? So let's get that adamantium capture. That's up here. Might as well start stacking this up. And this is, I mean, this is also good too. Predictive logistics is great too. So that seems like a good tech to research. We are snowballing in this game at a pretty good rate. I am... Okay, that yellow almost certainly has to be the Cravers, because I don't see how the AI could be keeping pace with me unless it was something else. Because they're actually ahead of me in score, which is just absolutely crazy for this stage of the game. I've played a whole bunch of starts in this game, and I'm accelerating very fast on this start, like much faster than you normally do in this game. Remember, I did tell Lumeris I wasn't going to attack them again to try and diffuse tensions, at least for the time being. Alright, now we can see what other curiosities were revealed here. Club Med's got something. Oh, this is a nice system improvement. So this is not in the tech tree, and there are some system improvements like this in Endless Space too. This is just something you can find. So this is another luxury thing. If we need more happiness, we can get this. That's pretty nice. Obviously, you have to have a luxury deposit, but most systems do have a luxury of some kind. So if we would end up needing that, that would be pretty nice to have. All right, where do we have more curiosities? Are there none on Tartarus or Blizzard? Do we get... All right, I guess there's none currently on there. Nope, okay. How much space crack have you collected? I'm not quite sure what that means. Oh, I almost have enough for another planet to get the Eden Incense. I think I've seen that before. Alright, nothing else here. So I think for the moment, this other probe ship doesn't really have much to do. We can go over here and send off some probes just in to see if there's anything else out in this direction. Just because you never know, like we did find some stuff elsewhere. Alright. Club Med finished production building. And we could try to go for AI labor. 16 turns is probably too much, though. So we could do this. This is cheaper, though. I probably am going to go back to building more pop points soon. Do I want to build a pop point or knock this out? I think since it's the same cost, it's better to build this, because this gives us more production, which is what we're lacking right now. And And then Blizzard I will probably rush by something here. Probably this, just to get it, or maybe the drone network, just because it's going to need a little help. Why does this game always have a banging soundtrack? Yeah. Alrighty. And Nostradamus should more or less be online once this finishes. So we're going to have the Eden Incense and then more Hyperion. We're actually going to be kind of drowning in Hyperion. Unfortunately, we're not going to have much in the way of Titanium, because I only have that on the homeworld right now. And there's none to be found on these other planets. I would have had it already. Would have found it already. Okay, so what do? We grew an amoeba on Nostradamus. Interesting. Alright, yeah, now it's up to 119 production. Now that's quite nice. And yeah, now we've got the Hyperion and more Eden Incense rolling in. Let's just knock out these because these are very cheap. We'll get the inexpensive ones and then we'll go from there. We also have the chance to do level 2 modernization somewhere. Why don't we do it on Tartarus, because this is my other, well, what is this? 50, okay. We could also try to put it on like Club Med and try to get this in my borders. But Tartarus has an empty production queue, so this is probably a good time to toss this in here. And we're getting 8 Eden Incense a turn, so we can do a new one of these, what, every 3 turns, basically? I realize that's 24, but that's pretty close. And we're about to unlock even more of the Eden Incense soon. I mean, we're probably going to be up to like 12 to 15 per turn relatively soon. Anyway, and alright, so we need a planet. Blizzard, you are not a very good planet. I need you to do another one of these so I can dump it on the homeworld next turn when the time warp runs out. Okay, so our probe we're going to send down here in the direction we haven't gone yet. Heracles, interesting. Oh, it's another beautiful system for us, all lava and ash. Always sounds ridiculous to say that, but I mean, it's true. This is a much weaker system, but we probably need to head in that direction. Yeah, I'll move these ships down here and hold them together over the Gano system. Just hope I'm probably not going to colonize this system because the planets are kind of weak and I don't want to pay the happiness penalty. So we currently have 5 systems, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we're about to get 3 more. We're about to go up to 8 systems because all 3 of these are close to popping. This one's in 3 turns. This one's in 2 turns. And this one's in 3 turns. Yeah. And this whole area down here is still unclaimed by anyone, which seems wild that no one's gone here. I mean, I guess Lumeris tried and we stopped them. So I guess there was an attempt made. Ideally, you could stagger the colonies finishing. I mean, I could, I suppose. I understand what you mean. Based on the this law, the beachhead. I mean, ideally, I could, but the thing is, you know, we're trying to snowball here, and I think it's better to just keep snowballing as fast as possible. We can always deal with. There's ways to deal with morale. I mean, the big one is you get your system up to level 4 modernization, and then you get the big tech. Where is it? Down here. Which one is it? This one, autonomous administration. +1 systems that occurred before triggering expansion disapproval can only be built on a system level colony 4. This is the biggie because it allows you to innately increase this counter, which is how you can do that. I mean, there's other things that have like +1, like this one here, +1 system occurred before triggering penalties. That one's nice to have. National Museum's pretty good too. And like this is +5 morale per system level, so there's different things. And we're gonna want that ocean colonization at some point soon too. Right? Isn't there an ocean world on the home planet? Yeah. And it's one we want because we really want to get this resource. So we might head in that direction soonish. Over-ignored expansion had mass results. Look at this. And that one AI empire is still ahead of me in score. Yellow. Yep. Wow, it's almost like I planned that there was another singularity to replace that. There we go. Almost like I planned that. Alright, so now that Tartarus has a non-Riftborn pop on it, it will start growing. And it's actually growing at a decent rate. Plus 29, that's pretty nice. So Blizzard's going to need a non-AI, or non-Riftborn pop point at some point, too. But I don't really have one to spare for it just now. Well, maybe Nostradamus has one that can spare. I may have Meebas. Then again, Blizzard would be growing at an anemic rate regardless. Alright. Tartarus finished its modernization, and Blizzard did the Singularity. Alright. So now we have a nice, healthy, positive of influence again. Alright. So we could get another pop point in one turn. That's not bad. Let's do this. This is very cheap. It's 20 science per turn. So that's a nice improvement. And then we might do more of this, or we might go for AI labor, because it's getting down to the point where it's not that expensive anymore. We can't colonize the gas giant just yet. Ah yes, Blizzard, you need to do some stuff to improve your production. Let's start with the drone network. We'll rush by it next turn. So let's see, it's 8.99 right now. We'll see what it is next turn. Just see how much it drops. Oh, cool, and we gain control of this. Yay, so now we get +1 influence per turn and +1 science per pop. Not per turn, per pop. So we just need this planet to grow its pop. I might just have to have it flood out some of the population points. I mean, I'll do the drone network because it's super cheap, but yeah, I'm probably just going to flood pop points afterwards. Just get more pop. Alright. Is this a dead-end system? There's nothing to explore. Where is this? So Lumeris is apparently coming from the east. Huh. Is there no other... Is Lumeris not on this constellation? Well, let's at least send some probes out so we can see what's over here. And there's still something to explore down there. What is this? This is just an exploration ship. Okay. Well, I can't move right now. Alright. They're not quite there. I was going to merge them together into one stack, but they're not quite there yet. Alright, Eden Incense, now we're up to 9 per or still on 8 per turn. And we should start having our colonies pop out of outpost status shortly. Have to take stock of the happiness situation. Alright. There's one. Did we find the academy? Apparently we did with our probe down here. That's nice. Okay, yes, we found Haro. This, by the way, this would be an awesome system for us too. Why don't we just head down there and head off road and see what we find with this probe ship. Gain control of the wait, we didn't already have the control of the constellation? Where's the constellation? How did we not already have this? Oh well, we'll take it now. 15% science, nice. Thought we already had control of this, but maybe not. And hero, level up. Okay, let's see what skills are at the next tier. This is good if we're fighting with this guy, but we're not. Plus 20, this could be decent if we have a lot of anomalies. I'll have to double check. But I think it's going to be this, hot. Oh no, it might be the resource one. Actually, I think it's going to be the resource one. Because we definitely need more resources. We have quite a few resources in the home. So yeah, it's going to be that. And we need the titanium in particular. You know, we got 75 Jadonics from a quest. Yeah, just randomly got it from a quest. Oh yeah, you're just sitting here. I forgot you were supposed to send probes out in this direction. Oops, could have done that ages ago. You've just been chilling there. All right, Time Warp finished AI labor, so now it has 426 production. So now it can do anything the F it wants. So it's going to do the drone network and build it. It's probably just going to build one of these every turn for like the next 10 turns. But yeah, 426 production. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. So it's going to build pop, and then it's going to probably send it to other planets because it can build them so fast. Okay. Yeah, AI labor, that's pretty good. And we'll probably build the other thing that gives us production too. Alright, so let's see. Do we want to... I think we want to knock... How expensive is AI labor? Still probably too pricey at the moment. We can do this because it's pretty cheap. And then Tartarus, okay. I think I said this planet's also just gonna... actually, we can probably do AI labor here now. Or, no, we'll do another pop point because it's only 2 turns. Then we'll probably do AI labor after that. Alright. So I would fight these guys, but I can't attack for 4 turns because I said I wouldn't, because I'm being a nice guy. Yes, and Blizzard, we wanted to check on that. 80, yeah, so it basically got... You're right, there is a swapping penalty. Basically got cut in half. So we did that, and now we'll do the Xeno-Industrial Infrastructure next. This planet's going to need some love. As I said, Club Med also could use some love too, because it's just not that great. I want to get this planet colonized, but I don't have the tech for that. We need to get Mediterranean tech unlocked. Definitely need to get that, because I'd like to get that. Where is Mediterranean? Here it is. We'll just grab this. This is a pretty cheap tech. Okay. I definitely have the money to spend to splurge on some of these. Times 4 cost with 0 industry. That looks about right. I think that sounds correct. Oh, and we have a new system, which, by the way, we can rename this. I think we want to do this first, because that'll increase the production pretty fast. Do we have a name for this system? It's currently Groose. How's our happiness situation looking? Good. I usually sort by industry because it puts the best planets at the top. Everybody seems reasonably happy for the time being. Again, we might have to, when the happiness from colonizing wears off, we might have to replace Beachhead by law. I think we get 2 more planets popping out next turn. Veni, and then sort of these, again, all these planets are going to be open for renaming. So it's whatever people want. But yeah, I'm kind of pushing up against the limits of what you can do in terms of happiness this early in the game. Alright. We have a lot of notifications over there. Oh, cool. We got the 15% production on any planet that has Riftborn, which is every planet, so that's awesome. Found a minor sieve? Okay. Interesting. They don't really have anything I want thus far, at least, but we might as well say hi. New event. +2 Kalgaros on Time Warp. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, one of these I'm going to send to Blizzard, because I want Blizzard to start growing. +4 happiness on Fertile. Well, we don't have a Fertile... We don't control Fertile planet yet. So, Blizzard... Go on down there. Visual artifacts. That's not a resource you want. And we got the double colonization messages. Time Warp grew a natural pop point as well. Well, everyone's ecstatic now. We have 105 happiness from recently colonized systems. I didn't realize that that could stack. I actually did not know that that could stack. But yeah, we wanted the Mediterranean one, so we'll get that. And then Ocean Tech is one I wanted as well. Excuse me. So where is that? That's Jungle. That would unlock more curiosities. Ocean, I know, is pretty deep in the tech tree for these guys. Boreal. Here it is over here. Might need to go for that soon too, just because I would really like to colonize that last world in the home system. All right, no suggestions yet on when people want these systems to be renamed. Wow, this is just a gorgeous system for these guys. Well, we have 3 new planets, so if anybody wants to claim them, they can. I think we just start with this, start with more pop in all these systems. Anyway. Alrighty. Then, yes, okay. That's a good one. We did actually manage to get down there. I wasn't sure if we would. about it. Somewhat amusingly, not one of the better systems in that area. Yeah, I would just keep expanding further, but I'm going to run into... I'm actually kind of at the limits of what I can do from a happiness perspective. And this system's not that great. This system, Nerad, though, I might want to push down here and claim this. Because largely because it has the antimatter, and it's also a good system, too. So I might want to make a push for that, even though it's like slightly beyond. But like when this happiness wears off, that's temporary and might get kind of ugly. Anyway, all right. So we'll keep knocking this out. We can do this in one turn. I believe you can only get one per turn, even if you have more production than that. But we're just gonna keep building one per turn right now. Keep pumping this up. Yeah, the academy system looks great too, but it's very remote for me. Very remote, but maybe. What about this system? Was this one? This system is great too. Jeez. So Nerad and Heracles both look awesome. Maybe we can just bypass Gano. Also, we also now have enough to upgrade one of these. I think I like upgrading Nostradamus because it's kind of like controls a lot of territory. If I upgrade that one. So even though I'm pulling in Eden Incense at a fantastic rate, it's not keeping up at the rate at which I want to build system development plans. This is pretty wild. Even though I'm getting 8 per turn. Alright, yeah, let's have you do the level 2. We're going to have so much influence, it's going to be kind of disgusting. I'm not even sure what I'll be able to do with it. Well, I'll be able to run the expensive laws. That's what I'm going to be able to do with it. Run all the expensive laws. Alright, yep. That looks good. I'm just hesitant about overexpanding too far. Right. The Rampage moniker, I was trying to think of something I could name for the video, and I thought that ended up. Alright, well, do we build two more? We just build 2 more colony ships and go grab Nerad and Heracles because they're good systems? Do we just build 2 more colony ships and go grab them, even though we're dangerously over the limit on happiness here? I know everything's ecstatic now, but when that 105% wears out... So let's say that wears out. We don't have the 105. We're still perfectly fine, even with the minus 40 from overcolonization. How about on an immature world like this one? Which, by the way, Groose, I'll keep mentioning, is open for renaming. Yeah, see, this is the problem here. Without the plus 105, we have plus 50 from colony base, minus 40 from overcolonization. That's a little rough. We're only at 25% happiness without the 105 that's going to wear off. Yeah, we're only at 25. So that might be a little bit. I mean, there is a law that will help with that. As I said, I even ignoring this, I can pass super tax. What is it? Toys for Boys, which will give 30. And we can grab texts that do that. It's true. We can do. We'll fix it with text. Pandemonium for Groose. You got it. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna go grab those colonies. They're too They're very good for us. I am gonna skip Gano for the time being, but we're gonna grab Nerad and Heracles, and we'll come back and get Gano later. The Rampage is gonna be what happens to our morale. No. What's this? Well, I'm glad I didn't invest anything in those guys. Alright, that event was not doing anything. Glad I didn't waste influence trying to help them out. Alright, Blizzard. Yes, I was gonna spend here to improve your setup. Then you can work on another pop point. Alright. Wow, okay, well we finished a lot of stuff. Okay. Well, we'll come back to that in a minute. That is one thing that can happen in this game, is you just start finishing things so fast. Alright. Okay. So, as I said, I'd like to be able to colonize that ocean planet, which is down here. This would, we also probably need this too. +1 systems occurred before. Actually, let's grab this first, and then we'll go grab that other one. What does this do from unlocking it? +1 movement on civilian. That's not that significant. This would be good for us, though. +1 population slot on sterile. It's not bad for us. Anyway, let's grab this, because I do want to colonize that ocean planet. This allows us to join an alliance, and then improves action to influence election. That's actually helpful, too. That's not wasted. Also, only 2 turns to finish that. Jeez. That's pretty cheap. All right, so we know what we're doing. Tartarus, time warp, colony ships. Let's go do this. Let's go crash our morale to a disgusting degree. Oh, wow. Can it do this and a pop point the same turn? No. Okay. Not quite. Okay. All right. Club Med built a cheap infrastructure. Let's finally get this improved, because we want to get that Eden incense flowing. And we have a couple things I think that are per planet, so let's get that going. All right, Nostradamus did the modernization. Very nice. All right. I mean, we can build this in 1 turn, so let's do that. Pandemonium. All right. So the first pop point, let's see. Well, each pop point gives us 17 production, so I think we're going to just do another pop point for right now on that world. And this one. This is the one planet. This is the one that's next to our capital. Let's just do another pop point here, too. Wait, we have double versions of this? Is each pop point worth 8? Oh my god. We have double of this. Oh my god. Yes, you can specialize. So the specialization of planets, I'm never doing that because I'm always like running out. I like never can find the time to do it. There we go. We'll do this. That sounds good. Yeah, I have to remember to like slip it in because like I'm always running out of time. My favorite one is usually just, it sounds kind of silly, but the Slag and Sledge Center, +1 resource generation on resource. I just often would put that everywhere because I find that so useful. Alright, looks like we got everything done. We still have not caught up to that AI. I don't know how the AI is still outpacing us, considering this completely ridiculous start that we've had. This is like as fast of a start as I can remember. We're still going for more planets right now, or still for more systems. Anyway, did we make it down here yet? Almost. Almost made it to this academy system. It does feel like a bug. That's in a really good anomaly. I can't believe that I got 2 copies of it. Cravers with Jadonics, maybe. Like, oh, this is nice. We're going to get the improve election influence just before the election takes place. Alright. So we got the colonies. Oh, well, we have 1. Here we go. Alright, let's send you to this planet because this is the more important one, and then you can go to Heracles. Alright, as expected, industrialists are popular. We will influence the election to make them even more popular. Alright, time warp. Pretty sure you're just going to build another pop point. Yep. Can you also do this too? Nope. What if we do it in the opposite order? Nope. I guess we don't have quite enough production for that. This does cost 400 production at this point. By the way, how close are we to having 9 buildings in here? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like we're 1 away. Alright, if that's the case, let's do this. See if we can see if doing this will get us. Actually, let's do this, and because we can do both of these in 1 turn. Alright. Nostradamus. This system's looking pretty solid. This is the former, can build another one of these in 1 turn? Sure. This is the former system that we got from the minor faction. Alright. now that this is up to 4 turns, is it better? Since this far is temperate fertile, so I think this is better because this is 30 production. I might cash rush. Well, no, I want to save my money to influence the election. I was going to say I might pay to cash rush that, but all right. Let's start checking out whatever's down here. Oh, there's a lot of stuff down here. A lot of curiosities. I don't have enough probes for all these. What do we just get? Another ship? Oh, okay. No, wait, what just happened? Oh, no, the expedition failed. Never mind. That can happen. But don't I have another probe? Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, 50 more influence, which we don't really need, but something anyway. I'm just still surprised that this whole cluster is, like, basically unaffected by the AI, or, like, no one's really contesting it. Alright. So now we can colonize cold worlds, and let's take the +1 over colonization penalty to dial that down a little bit. We have plenty of research, that's not an issue. Then we'll look to go over here. There's some stuff in the science tree I want to get. Yeah, I guess the Lumeris learned their I guess they learned their lesson. But there's some stuff I want to get, like this is plus 25% science on happy. That's really important. And then this one, this lets us start terraforming, which isn't key. And then this gets us a big science. The Graviton Shielded Library gets you a big science boost. So we're going to have to probably go over here soon. All right, Rare Earth Foams is unlocked. Oh, did we finish this? Okay, cool. So we did finish this. This is the main quest. I have to remember Rare Earth Foams. I don't know what that is. Feelings of strength sweep through my forces on Vanguard, making them even more determined in their mission. In their fields, their words, their very bearing, I see that they are fearless. They will defend Koros, both old and new, to the death. We have our fortress. I wonder, though, are we misplaced in our confidence? Did we build a stronghold from which to conquer the galaxy? Or a prison? It's a cheap tech, yeah. Not a surprise. Or a prison to entrap ourselves for eternity. Did the Communion make a grave mistake? Alright. Oh, wow, that's a really good morale building. I think I'd want the morale building, honestly. With non-major, no. This is really nice. +5. +5 for every one of these. Can we main an Empire happiness of 60 or higher? I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that because we're about to crash our happiness to a very bad degree. But maybe we can do it with that law that increases happiness. Yeah. All right. Today, one of my patrols made a startling discovery. A curious, pitiful creature was found living in a windswept hovel on the edge of a great frozen lake far to the north. The universe, with its ugly forms, its soul-shuddering sounds, its perpetual downwards grasping, is difficult enough to understand at the best of times. But this creature was another level of enigma, with rags for garments, garbled speech, and erratic movements of its slender, serrated limbs. I wondered what possible worth could this thing possess. Over long, painful days, though, I came to appreciate this creature, Anax Jinx, could be very valuable to us. Although Anax Jink is a damaged soul, half mad, half delusional, its mind driven down dark, rarely traveled paths in its prolonged isolation, I found islands of clarity, even brilliance. Slowly I learned its story. It is a member of a race called the Virus. Well, maybe race is too generous a word for the smattering of creatures scattered across the galaxy who loosely share Anax Jinx's biology. The Virus, you see, are escaped viral lab experiments, hyper-evolved by a mysterious substance called dust. Bum bum bum. Anax Jink once lived with others, a commune of Eider, on an abandoned moon, but after it stole a great haul of dust for research, they fell out and Anax Jink was banished. The Virus tells me the end times are coming. Why is it that crazy people always say the end times are coming? I struggle to fathom whether its reasoning was genius or deranged, but knowing what I know of the blight-destroying Koraz, I cannot help but think its words are prophetic. It has the capacity for greatness, I believe. This is quite a build-up before I take the choice to kill this thing. I have forbidden anybody mention Anax Jink's existence to the Communion back on Koraz. To begin with, that was because I needed to know more before I reported back, but too much time has passed for that to be true any longer. Now I must confront the truth. The truth is that the Communion are ill-equipped to lead in this universe. They are remote and out of touch, insulated from the seeping horror of this place. How can they make the right choices when they have no experience of here? They can't. So I, the Grand Viceroy of New Koraz, will decide the fate of Anax Jink. One day the Communion will thank me for it. Out of these, this is not helpful. I have very little non-major population. That's not really going to do a whole lot. This is trivial to get, but the reward is... I don't really need this thing. Another hero is not bad, but I don't think this is that great. Whereas, like, this is really good. Or is this plus 5 per pop? It's okay, it's flat 5. Okay, it's not per pop. Okay. So that's not nearly as good if it's just flat 5 flat. This is also, anyway. Well, in that case, this is much easier to achieve. So why don't we do this instead? Because this is much easier to get. I don't have to worry about maintaining this. But I don't care about this hero. But I would like to get another thing. I'm probably going to have a non-major pop on every single system. So whether it's this or this, it's really irrelevant. So let's take this. We definitely have 750. We just have to go explore the Curiosity and Lynx the Third. All right. So that's not nearly as good as I thought. I thought it was 5 morale per pop, but if it's a flat, it's still not bad. It's a cheap building. 300 production is very cheap in this game. All right, the humane thing to do is clear. The virus should be brought back to its Eider companions with its debts paid by us. All right, so now we have to find where this is. Oh, God. Okay. It's here. Well, that's going to be fun. Maybe I can trade for a map with these guys.
Friend, tell me what the families can do for you.
They want all of my money, and they want all my Hyperium for this. That is a no. What if we exchange map knowledge? Yeah, that's a no dog. Alright, I guess that's not going to happen. Yeah, let's pin that quest. This one. Where's the pin option? Here we go. Okay. Well, it's down here. Here it is. Well, I hope you like exploring, Shadow, because you're gonna be exploring for a while, and hopefully you can make it down there. I'm not even, like, in range to send a probe to scout it out just yet. This is it, right? Yeah, that's it. Okay, well, we're almost to the point where we can send a probe to it. So it could be worse. I was hoping it would be a little bit closer, but it could be worse. Alright. Now we can finally see what the tech that we picked up was. Yeah, oh, it was this. Wow, okay, thanks. This is like the cheapest tech possible. Anyway, it's better than nothing. But that was really not helpful. Anyway. Okay, so Pandemonium also could use a non-Riftborn pop so it can start growing. Nostradamus, how about you send some of your excess pop that's non-Riftborn? How about you send an amiibo to each of these? Pandemonium first. Again, just so that they'll start growing. There you go. Alright, wow, we finished a lot of stuff, didn't we? We have... Alright, we already selected our next tech. Okay. Time Warp, you can now colonize this. So wow, you can do that in one turn? Jeez, okay. Well, that's pretty fast. Can you do this? Jesus, okay. Yeah, you got a lot of production there, Time Warp. You have 651 production per turn. Okay. Alright. Anyway. The probe ship I'm going to continue to hold around until I get the next tier of probe tech. The other colony ship, though, is going to go here to Heracles. And we're going to grab these two systems. Like we said, we're going to... We should be okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Just trying not to overdo my happiness. All right, you should do AI labor now for sure. Yep. The biggie, Nostradamus. Okay. So you build a pop point. I mean, if you can do it in 2 turns, you probably just want another pop point. You could also colonize this in 1 turn. But there's not really a whole lot there that we want. Well, I guess you have some things that are per planet happiness, like benefits, so we might as well colonize it if you're going to get it in 1 turn. And then we had one of the other... This is the only planet we haven't renamed yet. Alrighty. Yeah, you're already at 100 production per turn. That's not bad. So 2 turns for drone networks, or... I mean... Oh, and this planet needs a population point. Time warp. Send a pop point to certain. It's not. Waterfall. I love it. That's great. That's really great. That's pretty hilarious. Okay. So why are you not on this? Oh, I haven't colonized it yet. That's why you're not there. Waterfall. It's nothing but lava, burning lava everywhere. Alright, so yeah, that pop point's gonna go over there. And then we will need one for Veni Vidi Vici as well. Okay, and then waterfall, that's right. Yeah, I'm just gonna build another one of these. Like, it's better than the drone network for the time being. Oh, I do want to get some more... Or do I want to colonize this for the Eden Incense? Actually, let's colonize this and get the Eden Incense incoming. Because we would like to increase that. That'll get us up to 10 of that per turn, and I think I still have more that I haven't... Like, Veni Vidi Vici has Eden Incense available too. Again, I could spend money, but I'm trying to save to influence the election, which I know is going to be a little bit pricey. That's a way to improve morale as well. Look at this ship flying through here. It's our Greenland, indeed. I'm trying to think about which planet I'd put this on next, too. So we have Time Warp, Tartarus, and Nostradamus are the ones that have this. Maybe Veni Vidi Vici, just so I can get this at least in my cultural borders. That might be useful. Yeah, I mean, we are pumping out our influence at a pretty good rate now that with this system development. Oh, we got our 6 cold planets. Increase the system level of Time Warp. Okay, well, it'll probably be the first one to get a system level 3 upgrade. Okay, sure. We're not quite at a point where that can happen yet. We also need a second resource beyond Eden Incense. It's really the only resource we're pulling in at the moment. Hopefully we'll find more stuff when we increase our... And we have so much Eden Incense, but we have like no other resources at all. And we have a lot of planets, so just are no other resources up here. I mean, there's Super Spuds down here, but that's one of the worst resources in the game. I really don't want to make a system development plan with that if I can avoid it. We end up stuck in the same system with these guys. Hopefully they won't attack. So they do have some medium ship. And then they have just a... Wait, these are Lumeris ships, right? Yeah. They have a medium. I mean, if we need to build warships, we can do it. We're just not, because we're pushing growth curve instead. Alright, one of these AIs is at 466. What is going on? I don't know what's going on with them. But apparently they've outpaced me to a crazy degree. I don't even understand how that's possible. I realize it's high difficulty, but so they get a lot of cheats, but still. The only thing that's enabled is the Vultures content. That's the one thing that I have. Alright, so we finished colonizing that. Very nice. Cold. Actually, we'd probably rather be on the... Nope, whoops, that's not what I wanted. The Riftborn on the sterile planet, because they like sterile planets. We're at 800 production per turn here. That is a little bit out of control. So yeah, now we'll have to get our science up a bit. This would give me 80 production. We better do this. This gives me another 80 production per turn. We're also growing pop at an insane rate here. like just naturally too. So we're gonna fill up this system pretty quickly. All right, what else? So Blizzard finished up Pop Point. This is again one of the weaker systems, so as I said, it's probably gonna need some help. I guess we could. We had 9,000. AI labor would be good here, and it's actually not that far off either. Oh yeah, we have a system that can do level 2 modernization. That's right. I was going to do that here. That's right. We just had that pop up. Still getting 8 per turn. All right. Pandemonium. How much is it to do? All right. Another one of these. So we could expand to another planet here if we wanted to. This planet's sure happy, isn't it? Although that recently colonized system is about to start wearing off soon. All right. Let's do this. Pandemonium's about to get a pop point. We will need some food. There's those colony ships flying around at warp speed. And Blizzard, that's right. All right. Yeah, this system's going to need... Still will need some help. This is relatively cheap, but let's get another pop point. It's about the same. The miner sieve producing food from production that is just completely insane. It is like, I don't think there's anything better that I could get from a miner in this game. It's absolutely nutty for what I'm running for this setup. Just completely crazy. The AI can sometimes move ships in this game. Yeah, alright. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to... Oh, hey, we found... And it is indeed the Cravers. That's no surprise. It is exactly who we thought it would be. By the way, we have already reached both of these systems for outposts. Wild as that is. Also, this is... Okay, the time warp is not quite run out yet. Our production of titanium is still pretty weak. We have tons of Hyperion, but we have like no titanium. Alright, well let's set up these colonies. This is probably the large ash. It is the best production. Better than small ash, and it has a positive anomaly too. Yeah, I think this is it. Also, yeah, that's the big reason why we were going down here, is we wanted the antimatter. We could spend this to... That's not even that worthwhile. And then over here, this is a beautiful system for us. Huge lava with a positive, and oh my god, look at this. This is insane for us. But like you can see if you're watching this, there's so many more hostile planets than there are temperate or fertile planets. It's like the game is balanced around these things being common and the fertile planets being rare, and like these guys want the hostile planets. It's wild. All right. Yeah, now we're up to 10 or 8 planets and 2 colonies, so we're going to be well over the limit, but we're hanging in there. Can we call Nerid Pink Dot? Yeah. We can't rename them until they become full colonies, but yes. Yes, we can. All right. So Waterfall now is uh-oh. Now you see that happiness is worn out, and we have a mutinous on Veni Vidi Vici. So this planet's not feeling so great. It's because it's not on a... okay. Okay. So I don't think I can colonize any more planets beyond these 2. So we're going to get plus 10 happiness from this, but then we're going to get minus 20 when those 2 planets finish. So I need to get a happiness building here. Let's just rush the infinite supermarkets here. We have the money to spare for it. A little more expensive than I thought. Well, we'll just purchase it next turn when it's out of the swapping penalty. Alright, so that planet doesn't love me, and Nostradamus doesn't love me. Time Warp is the only ecstatic planet. So yeah, we'll drop this law once the plus 35 is out, and then we'll just swap it over to Toys for Boys. I'm not willing to drop this law though. This is too good. How close am I to another law slot, by the way? This doesn't give me another law slot too. All right, there's another law slot at the next tier, so that's not especially. I'm not especially close to another one. Yeah, I'm not actually close to another one. And this just gives me +1 movement on. All right. But we do need to fix our happiness issues. We're gonna start working on it though. As I said, once we're done with our outposts, we'll drop. Once we're done with our outposts, where's my wall screen? Once we're done with our outposts and we wear off the plus 35 happiness, then we'll go into the plus 30, and we'll be fine with that for a while. All right, Club Med. Yeah, the content needs to be improved. Definitely needs to be improved. All right, so we've got, yeah, the Riftborn. You don't want to be on that world. You want to be on this barren world. The minus 40 from overcolonization is kind of like, yeah. All right, so I mean, this is pretty cheap to build. This is +5 per luxury deposit. We have 1 luxury, so that's not that amazing. You know, we'll knock out the cheap happiness building and go from there. And waterfall. There we go. Everybody's hanging out here. 31% content. So, not exactly overflowing with happiness, but you need to do this because you're going to need at least a little food for the non-robots coming in. They're coming in on this little ship here. Alright, anyway. So we've almost through this system. Still trying to make our way down there. I might send a probe. I think the probe would make it down there. From that spot, City Rigel. I think it would make it down there by the end. Here's another Lumeris trying to set up shop over there. Lumeris has been leaving me alone, so I'm content to leave them alone, at least for now. And looks like our Time Warp is still active. Alright. So that's going to help our morale situation. See, now it's 8 out of 5 instead of 8 out of 4. So everybody is no worse than unhappy.
The families will do what is best for the families.
Okay, sneaky. Okay, gonna try to keep an eye on you. I'm sure that their power is much higher than mine. Oh, hello. What's this? They're bringing their fleet up. Okay. Are you sure you want to do this, Lumeris? Are you sure? Are you sure you want to go down this route? Outpost lost in 9 turns. Okay. Well, we can chase this away at least. This little ship. Pretty sure what they have is a lot stronger than what I have. 425 attack, 483 defense. Stronger, but not by much, which, considering that I've built literally not a single combat ship the whole game, is pretty sad on their part. Considering I've literally built not a single ship the whole game. Not exactly impressive on their part. All right. Yeah, I think I want the. I think I want this. This is on Senate too. Plus half on. We get a plus half on deposit value on all resource deposits. So that's pretty nice. So like we should increase our. Yeah, look at that. Now we get 7 per turn of this. Wow, it's a lot better than I thought. And then I was gonna say this is now 14.5 per turn. That's pretty wild. All right, so we can now do the system development on another planet. What's my best system that doesn't have it yet? Pandemonium. You actually have an empty build queue too. Alright. Veni Vidi Vici. We'll rush this. That'll get you out of the unhappiness penalty. And Nostradamus is the other one that's very unhappy. Which one is Nostradamus? Oh, right, because we have a lot of pop that's not on sterile. So we can fix this if we want. So get the planet. There we go. Up to content just by moving over here because these guys like sterile worlds. It seems weird to be moving from ocean over to sterile. But that's actually what they prefer. Anyway, let's get AI labor up. That'll increase, well, that would increase production by 50. This would increase it by 60. This is probably better. I do have to think about building some actual warships. Alright, done. Time warp is 1,000 production per turn. That's insane. 1,000 production per turn. Let's have you start building some warships. Actually, you can build Denark University in 3 turns. Let's just do that. You can build that in 3 turns. Anyway, research. Maybe we should build, get some actual military stuff. We're gonna need this, big data shipyards. So we need at least, can you research 2 techs in 1 turn? I don't think we have enough to do 2 in 1 turn. Let's at least get this so we can unlock the initial tier. And then I might go for the medium hulls, maybe. Well, it can't be this. It's got to be this because we have a billion we have a billion of the yellow resource. We have like none of this resource. It's gonna have to be that. We're only gonna have barely enough to create a replacement time singularity. All right, let's do this, and then we're gonna have to get some actual weapons at some point. Just because I feel like I have to start building some ships, and Time Warp can probably just build ships while the rest of the Empire develops. Because they're coming down to my colony here, and I don't want them. Anyway. We do not need to watch this. Please don't just run away from this. As I said, they're just going to retreat.
The families will do what is best for the families.
I mean, I'd like to do this. The problem is they're crouching out over my outpost, so I don't think I can take that.
The families will do.
As I said, I almost could beat them with what I have here, which is just pretty pathetic. I haven't built anything. I've researched nothing military. I've built nothing military. Alright, I wanted that probe. Where is that? There it is, right there. I don't know if it's going to make it that far, but we can at least send in that direction and see. In the meantime, we'll keep going. Hoping I don't run into a Lumeris blockade that just kills my scout. I'm trying to make it down here. Actually, that might not make it all the way down there, but we'll see. Alright. Certainly an entertaining first 40 turns, right? It feels like there's a lot going on in the game. That's one thing I like about this game is like it doesn't waste around on time. Things get moving pretty fast. Anyway, I hope I can get here. But if this colony does end up getting stunted or something, or stopped, we can always just refound it. It's not like it cost us much of anything to build that colony ship. Alright. Here we go. We're going to support. Provides a very strong boost to the industrialists. What I want is I want everybody to be the same political party because that removes unhappiness. Yeah, look at this. Everybody's supporting industrialists. And apparently a small amount of support for ecology. But we've got almost all of it. There we go. Helps with happiness throughout the empire. Alright, we'll come back to that in a second. So we unlock the basic military tech. We need to do 2 of these. I would like to get to the tier 3 tech if we're going to do any shipbuilding. So we definitely need to do this. We need to unlock tanks in case we ever do any ground battling. And then I'll decide one of these. Probably this. What's the one that allows you to? I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I don't have it. I don't think I can do the titanium one. I don't have enough of that resource. Anyway. All right. Look at this. See, we're growing population without any problem here. All right, and then this planet needs a Riftborn pop, I remember. So Nostradamus sent something to Veni Viki. So it has a non-Riftborn population, so it, like, food starts to exist for the planet when that happens. We could go for the Hyperium text. We do have an awful lot of that. All right, now we need a planet to get us a rift. Pandemonium, you are one of our not so strong planets, so you're a good choice for that. We're going to need this to put on the homeworld next turn. Got some more ships showing up here. These are still basically scout ships. I don't know why they keep coming into my territory. Oh, that one that tried to run away before. Let's see. They want to be short range, so let's do this. Probably just going to run away again. Yep, they just ran away again, and so one of their ships died in the process. These guys seem content to try to starve out my outpost. They might get it. I don't know if I can get military ships down there in time. I'm going to have to research, as I said, I'm going to have to research some of these techs. What's the other one that I want? So if I go this route and sink my... How much Hyperium? Okay, I'm getting 11 per turn. That's pretty good. I could take this route and pick up these weapons. I don't like the 100%, 100%, 100% beam weapon, but this one's not bad. The sync laser. So laser is a what? A beam weapon. We could take the energy damage plus 20%. Grab these two techs next and then grab that. And then just design some small ships maybe. Or maybe a medium. We'll see. I wish I had more of that resource. Okay, so Blizzard finished. Blizzard's one of the new up-and-coming planets. Doesn't have a whole lot of production. Still happy though. So I can do this in 3 turns, or I'm still not sure anything else is as good as just building another one of these. Oh no, we could let's slip this in. This is cheap, and we haven't done it yet. I'll just keep that planet busy for a little while. Waterfall, drone network. Okay. Has Waterfall gotten its pop point yet? Is it still on its way? It's almost there. Geez, it took a long time to cross through there. Alright, so it can get some natural growth going. Alright, so we already have 2 planets here. Yeah, we're getting the 2.5 Eden incense per turn. Nice. Okay, we'll do this. This is inexpensive. And then this. I think that works. And we'll go from there. I don't want to micro that planet every single turn. Where's my ship? Alright, we're going to turn and head south. Still racing our probe down here in the hopes of finding this. Dark glitter. Anyway, so now we're belatedly picking up the military techs we skipped earlier in the game, which fortunately are pretty cheap. But I'm hoping that Time Warp can start building ships as soon as it finishes Dinark University. Alright. People are going to say the singularity has expired. We have a new singularity, which we'll put right back on Time Warp again. Alright, Club Med finished the supermarket. How's our happiness looking right now? By the way, pretty solid. I mean, not amazing, but solid. I wish I had more ecstatics, but I'll take this for the time being, considering how ludicrously overexpanded I am for this stage of the game. Not bad. Okay, so what was it? Club Med needed this to keep happy, back up to content again. Okay. hanging out on this barren planet. Alright, so we have, this would be 40 production per turn, which is probably better than AI labor. It'd actually be about the same, but this is probably a little bit better long term. Oh wait, no, we have 3 planets, so this is better. Yeah, note that I keep building these and I keep using up my supply of titanium. Anyway, but yeah, that's definitely what we'd want. Oh, we have modernization. Let's do this. You can do this for a turn, and then maybe we'll do predictive logistics next. At this point, I just need to finish getting more of the planets upgraded to Colony 2 status. Wow, Waterfall has pretty good production. Waterfall's all the way up to 132 production. Jeez. What's it building, though? Wait, why did I select this? I don't want it to build this. That must have been in this click. I think I wanted to do this. Yeah, I think I wanted this. I'm not surprised it's a strong planet. I mean, our people just love this. Alright, and we actually are growing food slightly. But this is another 40 production from the 2 planets, so that's pretty good. Or 20 production, excuse me. And Pandemonium just, yeah, did that job for me. Okay. This is pretty cheap. This is even cheaper. Do them in the opposite order. Okay.
The Hive cares a little for the interest.
Yep. They're gonna demand stuff of me. Okay. Let's go off-roading over to here, because I can't seem to get any further south. But I could send a probe from here to here, and then that might be enough to let me off-road all the way there, which would take forever. Problem is I'm worried about the Cravers jumping and killing this scout. I didn't really see a path to get further south again either. I saw a path going east, but not south. But this is a real pain in the butt trying to get down here. But anyway, yes, the Cravers are, as expected, the AI that's leading in score. They almost always lead in score. And then the other 2 AIs are pretty weak. There's probably another constellation to the east, yep. But not one I have access to right now. I wonder if there's what is off to the west. There's probably something off to the west. Oh well. I don't have a chance to get over there at the moment. I mean, I know I have another scouter thing here, but I want to just keep this around for when I reveal the next tier of curiosities. Okay. Anyway, we're doing pretty solid on happiness. We've expanded to a pretty crazy extent. Time Warp's about to finish Denark University. I need to adjust my military for this. I need to shift more of it over to the armor. I think we have enough to pay for these upgrades. Okay. Just for if we would get into ground combat. Oh, while I'm there, I should adjust my tactics as well. What do we have? Take trophies, power to shields. I mean, this is okay, but let's see if we can... Let's see if we have anything better. Turtle is fine. Power to shields is fine. Do I have like a medium option? Gravity distortion. I don't like this take trophies. Let's do that instead. Just in case we get into combat. It's true I could send the second scout exploring. It is true that I can build another scout pretty cheaply. Maybe I should just see what's off to the west. It's not a bad idea. I can build another scout incredibly cheaply. I mean, again, Time Warp has 1,000 production per turn. And that's about to go up because it's about to finish Denark University, which is like a national wonder. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right.
Families will do what is best.
I have to say refuse because I need to be able to attack them if needed.
The families will do.
Yeah. Again, I tried to play nice with these guys, but they just wouldn't leave me alone. All right, so I'd like to start building. This would be wow. We can do this in 2 turns. Are you kidding me? I've never understood what the devoted and loyal means. Does anyone know what this means? The plus 25 happiness for 20 turns would be unbelievably good. I mean, why don't we just do this while we're still researching our military techs? The fact that we can do this in 2 turns is absolutely insane. Does anyone know what devoted and loyal even means? Is that the... Okay, that's here. That's the loyal here. Gotcha. But they'll all go to devoted as soon as that finishes. Empire-wide happiness. Gotcha. Honestly, I'd build it just for the plus 25 happiness for 20 turns. I'd build it just for that. Jeez. Stupid. Alright. In the continued military department, let's grab this so we have a gun that we can shoot at people. 3 turns. Okay. A little bit more expensive than I thought. Gotcha. So yeah, we're preparing. We're not quite there yet. Oh, hey, we got another. They're trying to slip through again. I guess they actually, I think they slipped the ship through last turn. We definitely want. So anyway, our ships have. We're actually mostly long range. We do not want to be short range. They're short range, so we want to stay. Let's see if they actually fight this. No, they just retreated again. They keep running away. But they are building more ships, and they brought another fleet down here. So they're starting to strangle my colonies. So I'm going to have to retreat probably sooner or later from down here. I definitely need to build some real ships. They just have a bunch of small junk ships. Nothing too impressive yet. Like, these ships are not much. I'll be able to build much better ships. But I do need to tech my way there. It's a bit of a shame that I had to detour here, because I do not have the research buildings unlocked yet. Or did I finish the research buildings? I don't think I did. Because I was going to grab this, Graviton Shielded Laboratories and Optics Research Labs. Jeez, sorry about that. But I had to detour for military stuff, because I've got to push back whatever these guys are doing. Alright. So Tartarus finished AI labor, and now it's up to 300 production per turn. Not bad. I would definitely like to build this, but I don't have enough, so we're going to build some more pop in the meantime. Which we can, apparently, 1 turn at the time for the moment. Alright. And we've got some other stuff queued up on other planets. Club Med did its level 2 modernization. Nice. AI labor, I think, is still a little too expensive here. I'd actually like to do this, but I'm 1 short on the resource. So we'll do another pop point in the meantime and come back to it. So I'm still trying to... Sorry, I'm still trying to get down there. Anyway, we have lots of influence. I wonder if I could get these guys to agree to a treaty. Let's at least talk to them and see.
My friend, tell me what the families can do for you.
Okay, apparently they do not want peace. Okay, well, I just want to be clear. I've tried. Like, I just want to be clear. I tried to be friends with these guys. They want 150 Hyperion. I don't think so. Don't think so. So I'm not sure that these colonies are going to finish. And they have 1 ship that slipped through. We'll get that at some point. Jeez. Oh, we get an extra hero. Okay. Interesting. I would not mind another one that's let's see what skills this one has. It says it's focused on system resource output. Yeah, this one has the +1 on resource deposits, which is one of my favorites. I'm always short on resources. I think I'm pretty happy with this person. This is an awesome one if you can ever get that far. I don't want to use the depletion points, but I think this is pretty good. Let me just look at the Sophon guy. See if there's anything. Alright, so also has the resource one that I like, and also has this. Okay, this is really good. Plus 60% science. This might be better. The initial tier is not as good, but geez, if I can ever make it out to the final tier, the plus 60% is amazing. And this is nice too, plus 5 on all systems if Senate Leader. Let's take this person. Alright, so what's my second best? My second best system still Tartarus? Yes, although others are starting to get there. We'll assign you to Tartarus. Alright. This is probably better, even though this is pretty bad. So now I need to go to the hero screen. Alright. Time Warp's continuing to grow, Pop. Which is nice. Yeah, it's actually... See, I'm getting 215 food per turn. That's wild. And so we'll just be able to ship these people off to other systems. That's pretty crazy. Alright. Tartarus built a pop point last turn. I was going to do this, but yeah, I think we can do this here. It's another system that's going to be a shipbuilder for us. And then Club Med was also going to do the same thing. And there goes all of my titanium. Good thing I'm getting 7 per turn. Alright, Verni Vidiviki, I think needs to colonize this. Pretty cheap to do. Yeah, this planet's pretty unhappy because it needs to get on. There's no sterile planet to make these people happy. Okay. Yeah, we just keep catching their scouts coming in here every single turn. They're just gonna. I'm sure they're gonna retreat again. Yeah. But like, we are dealing damage to them by getting them to retreat. This outpost is going to get taken out, I'm pretty sure. Nerid seems like it's going to be okay, though. That's fine. The outpost being here has stalled them for a while, so I'm reasonably happy with what it's been doing. Alright, it looks like that probe is not going to make it all the way down there. I did fire it from Procyon, though. Or was it from Rigel, I think? I'm hoping that a probe fired from here will be able to make it to here. I guess we'll find out. Interesting times, though. Anyway, we're going to finish this wonder. We're still not quite there on the tech yet. Alright, you achieved this legendary deed. Yeah, that's a national wonder. So that's going to boost us up to devoted, and that's going to increase our research rate by a good margin. Excuse me. So that's pretty good. E has gained enough to level up. Alright, plus 10 per hot-on system. Not bad. Plus 20 research per anomalies on colonized planet. Do we have any anomalies in this system? No, we have 0 anomalies currently. So that's not going to do anything for us. We don't need happiness in this system. We don't need this. This just increases... This just adds plus 5 per luxury deposit on systems. That doesn't really do anything. So I think it's this. Still trying to work our way out to this. And this. Beam counter. Which is really nice. This is nice too, the on system. This is minus 20% of the... That's the penalty for overexpansion. You can reduce some of that cost. Alright. So Time Warp finished that. Alright, it's time to design a ship. We'll redesign it next turn when we get the better weapons, but we'll just design it right now. Alright, so create. We're going to use small, which is the best that we can do at the moment. Only 1 slot for movement. Ooh, is not going to be a fast ship. Not going to be a fast ship, but we got a lot of weapons modules. A lot of weapons modules. One thing I do need to check is, what are their weapons more beam or projectile based on these ships that we've been seeing down here? The nice thing is, again, we have vision on all of these. So they're almost entirely beam for their weapon type. Actually, they have some projectile too. I guess they have a mix. Dang it. These are 107. Yeah, they have a mixture of both, unfortunately. Alright, they have a mixture of both. But I think that they're slightly more projectile than beam. I could be wrong. Kind of smart of them to have more than one design. I am not going to be like that. I'm just going to do one design. Alright. So we're going to end up putting... So what do we have? Is one of these better than the others? They're basically the same. Let's just do the shield capacity. So we have some shields. Alright. And then we have some weapon slots. So... we're going to use, we'll just do this because it's a little bit more expensive. We're going to replace all these. Beam 5. Alright, so you're going to start building some of these time warp. Well, first you're going to build the big data shipyard so that you get the 40 XP on ships. And... apparently you can build these rather fast, my boy. Because we can apparently build a ship that costs 446. We can build 3 of them in one turn. Okay. Alrighty. Well, we will do that then. that sounds pretty good. Anyway, yeah, that's good. Okay. So we'll do the AI labor here for right now. Actually, we should build a pop point. It costs one turn. And Pandemonium. You're almost filled up that one planet, so why don't you colonize the next one? Jesus, that is... And then do... Actually, let's do this. And then that. Oh, no. And then this. Okay. Yeah, I think Time Warp can just run the entire war effort on its own. Alright, so we need probe. I still don't know if that's going to make it down there. But in the meantime, we'll send a probe off to the east as well, and just to see what's over there. Because that's the way we're probably going to have to head. And if we can't make it, then we'll go to Rigel and then follow the path eastward from there. Alright. First to have 3,000 manpower. Well, that is not us. We do not have a lot of manpower. Again, we're going to have to say refuse. They assimilated a... Okay, yeah. Pop gained on some of these systems. Yeah, Time Warp is growing a pop point almost every turn, which is just wild. Alright, so we need to update that beam design now that we can replace it with... I like this one a lot more. Yeah, 432 offensive. So what was it before? It's currently 269 and it goes up to, yeah, 434. Alright, so we can upgrade all of these. There we go. Beam 52 is apparently what it's called now. Okay. Beam 52. Sure, why not? How many can I currently fit in a stack? Yeah, so like these ships have 400 attack on them and 146 defense. The ships that Lumeris has, which we can still see, they have 69 attack. This one has 107 attack. Yeah, I mean, I have, 4 times the firepower on each ship. I just have to get enough of them stacked together. Hey, here comes more of these ships running through. Again, just stay out of my space, buddy, and I won't... Oh, they actually are here. Okay. They actually agreed to the fight. That's surprising. I didn't think that would happen, but at least we can see a space battle. Alright, where are we? I usually run these at double speed. I found that it's a lot easier to see what's going on with... Oh, it zoomed in too far with the scan on. Alright, so here's our ships firing away, and yeah, that was... Why did they accept that battle? Okay, well that died in 1 second. Okay, Lumeris is probably gonna show up and complain again. But, yeah, and somehow the Cravers got a ship through, too. I must have not seen them. Alright, anyway, so I can currently stack up to 14 ships together. Well, let's get this first group moving as fast as their little legs can waddle down there, which is not very fast. And Time Warp is gonna continue building these. 3 per turn, apparently. Apparently we can build 3 per turn. So we'll just do this and get, 15 of these ships. We have 3 already, and we can stack 14, so we'll do that, and then that should be enough to defend whatever we've got down there. Maybe they accepted because they would have died if they were treated. That's probably why. All right, now that we did that military detour, let's go back and do the science stuff that we delayed. No, not this one, even though that's a good one. I want the Graviton Shielded Libraries, because that's the next thing that powers up research. We have no manpower at all, do we? I think it's because manpower is based on food, right? And we have, like, no food. So that explains why that's a weakness for them. Alright, I mean, this planet seems pretty happy. Anyway, just trying to think about what I should build here. 4 turns is too long there. We've also almost filled up this planet. So let's colonize... These planets are like exactly this. Oh, this one's slightly bigger. We'll do this one then. Not that that's going to do a whole lot, but better than nothing. This planet is still better. Alright. Well, now we can at least do some of the cheap stuff. This is worth building because it's fertile and temperate, so it actually gets the increased benefit. And then we're just going to knock out all this cheap infrastructure right now. Okay. That probe ship is continuing onwards. Down here, that probe is making its way. Still just chilling here. Not going to auto-explore. Well, we've pulled ahead of all the other AIs except the Cravers, who are off somewhere to the east. And I might want to research this in the near future. We'll grab this, and then we're going to grab this, the plus 25% science on Happy. And then we're probably going to grab this tech, which lets us start terraforming. Every planet could just be on econ build except for the homeworld, because the homeworld's so strong it can just cover for the entire empire. Okay, we actually did manage to get... Alright, now see, it says we're close to achieving conquest. We are not.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Interesting. Bureaucratic imbroglio. Anyway, so now we'll start getting... Oh, we're missing the tech that brings this in. We need to fix that. We'll start with this. Alright, happiness remains good for the moment. Wait, did they actually give up? No, they killed my colony on Heracles, unsurprisingly. So they did kill that colony. Yeah, you've lost your outpost. Oh, wow. I expected that was going to happen. Oh, wow, this guy's leveling very fast. So, what was it we said last time? Oh, it was this, plus per hot on system. Yeah. He's leveling fast because you get double experience points when you're in those rift things. Alright, Time Warp, built the beams, and Pandemonium. Okay. So, Pandemonium first. Finished... well, Lava Colony. Probably should just do this as well, because that's going to increase our production. Yeah, that's pretty cheap to do, and then get a pop point. Alright, so this needs to form into a fleet. Same thing. I'm going to move you down here. 8 turns to get there. Jeez, well, by the time you get there, though, it's going to be pretty strong. Build 3 per turn. I said we're just going to build 15 of these and then have them go smack the AI. Because, what is it, 14 of them together is 14 times they have 400 something power, offensive rating. 432. What's that? I got my calculator here. 14 times 432, that's 6,000 power. So, yeah. I mean, that won't hold up in the late game, obviously, but we are only on turn 47 here. Stronger than any, I mean, like, this stack right here has been pretty useful, and it has 400 offensive power. Like, one of these ships does as much damage as all of that whole stack. Although, of course, they have less health. Alright, what did we just finish here? Oh, I closed this, so I'm not sure what we built. Nostradamus is ecstatic, so that's nice. It's actually growing pretty fast. Faster than I thought it would. Is it time to do AI labor here? Well, there's only one planet that benefits from it. That's a bit of a shame. Yeah, let's see. This would be pretty cheap, but we're not really working that planet, so I'm not sure that this would be that great. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be 50 production. That's not bad. All right, I guess that's not bad. It's not like we have a lot of other stuff to build while we're waiting for this current tech to come in. Anyway, so I'm getting close to wrapping this up. But I think I'm going to play to turn 50, and that'll be a nice convenient stopping point for today. A couple more turns here.
Our purpose is to kill.
Yeah, the Cravers are always...
You,
no.
will suffer.
That's a no there, buddy. Although I should also probably start spending some of this dust for rush buy stuff. Yeah, they'll come back complaining next turn about the fact that I didn't give in. Cravers always behave like bullies. They have a pretty good personality in this game. Alright, we got that. Now we're going to grab this. And that allows a planet like Tartarus, which, by the way, is not really a good research planet, but it can still do stuff like this. To knock out some of the science stuff. I'm going to have to get that gas giant planet sometime soon, too. Yeah, I have no manpower at all, so it's going to be very hard to invade anyone down the road, but we'll cover that issue when we get there. Alright, 3 more beamers. So we have, how many of these? Is that 9? This will get us up to 12. They're on their way. Come on, probe. You can make it down to that little circle. Come on, probe. This one also over here hasn't found that much. Alright, anyway, Nerid. Oh, by the way, we probably have like a ton of this. Yeah, I have not been keeping up with my modernization. So what is it? Waterfall, Blizzard, and Nerid can all benefit. Oh, by the way, this planet we were going to rename Pink Dot. That's right. Pink Pot. But anyway, yeah, we need to make sure we stay on top of that. What else was it? Waterfall needed this too. Waterfall's in kind of Nowheresville. Doesn't really benefit that much from it, but... And then, what else do we have that's missing at Waterfall? And Blizzard's the other one. And then we've actually gotten it in there on all of our worlds. Pink Pot would also have been funny, agreed. So yeah, we have an awful lot of influence. I'm not sure what else we necessarily need to do with that influence, but... Alright, down here. We're going to chase away Lumeris again. As expected, they run. I'm a little surprised that Pink Dot has been left alone thus far. Alright, and over here, we're going to go off. They just had a couple of their basic ships, yeah. I'm expecting to have to retreat soonish, but for right now, I'm continuing to hold here. It's not too much longer until my actual ships get down here. They have, well, 5 more turns. They are quite slow. Yeah, I have played United Empire. They're quite good. I think they're one of the best factions in this game. If you start out with Eden Incense with them, it's pretty wild. But yeah, I should probably be looking to rush buy stuff. Maybe Pink Dot can use some stuff, some help in that regard. I don't want this money just sitting here doing nothing in my back pocket. We'll see. You can always use it to heal ships, is one of the better things you can do. Alright. And I wanted to get...
Careful. Or
again,
things
refuse.
are
You're attacking me. I have to take that. Alright. We can't take -10. We're going to have to take the -15. I mean, what does -15 production even really mean for us?
Our purpose is to kill.
Yeah, exactly.
You, though.
Okay, sure. Have fun with that.
Or thing.
But I wanted to get this, and then that'll also unlock the next stage. So we'll be able to see more curiosities. So that's good. Time Warp is still growing pop at like a fantastic rate. I'm a little surprised. Oh, interesting. That turned into a colony. I guess that was going to happen sooner or later. But I'm surprised they haven't been pushing further north. Like, they pushed me off Heracles. So I guess that's also partly why my approval is not worse. Like, they pushed me off there, and then they kind of backed off, which I'm surprising. I don't know why Pink Dot has been allowed to exist. I would have thought that they would have not allowed me to be there. Alright, one more turn. Is that going to be enough to spot this? My guess is no, it's not. Alright, so close that. Alright. Time Warp. Got our one more turn of the beamers. I'm still shocked it can do 3 of these in one turn. That's just wild. We actually do 4 of them in one turn. But I think I only need 3 more. It had enough overflow that it can actually do 4 of them. Crazy. Because this is 12 already, and I can only stack 14 ships at a time. Right. So I've got 15 of them. Alright, what other planets finished up? Pandemonium finished up. Individual. So I think we want this. That's plus 60 production for the 3 planets. Gonna take a little while. Alright, Pink Dot finished level 2 modernization. A couple other planets did too. We need to get the tech that unlocks this. That's our next research, I think. Let's see. Actually, I think you put another pop point, honestly. Yeah, you're undefended right now, but continue to be left alone for the time being. Alright, fleet is moving down. Fleet's looking pretty solid. We do not have enough manpower for all of our systems yet. I think Pink Dot is slowly filling it up. What's its manpower here? Yeah, it's only at 78 manpower, jeez. Hope that it doesn't get invaded in the near future. Actually, you know what? Build a colony ship to go with that. Yeah, build a colony ship too, because once those ships get down there, we're gonna retake Heracles. No more fooling around. We're gonna grab that. And I believe every system's been upgraded to colony 2 now. Yep, that's good. Cool. All right. Oh wait, we didn't finish this planet. Blizzard still has something else. Okay. Let's grab this. That's cheap to build. All these planets are sterile? Okay. Well, AI labor is going to be fantastic here. Maybe we can help rush by that. Once we get the AI labor up, this is actually going to be a pretty good system. Alright. Turn 50. %. No, well, I'll definitely take greatly increases industrious political ideology. Over plus 15% star system trade value, because I am not trading yet. I'm not even doing that. For 10 turns, keep Nostradamus clear of enemy ships. I mean, we'll see what we can do.
Or things.
Yeah, I know you don't like me. Maybe you should send something more than this if you want to chase me off, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were just going to die. So they decided to fight. Not that this is much of a battle. I probably would have skipped this, except that we haven't seen much in the way of fights. Wait, this ship actually took some damage in the last fight? No, wait, that's their ship. Oh, never mind. We're actually behind their ship right now. I was like, I didn't think my ships took any damage, and I thought if they did, they would have healed it up. Alright. We'll just watch their ship. Well, that... Okay. Just died instantly again. Feel the epic space combat. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, Time Warp is still growing its pop at a pretty fantastic rate. So yeah, I haven't caught up with the Cravers yet, but I'm definitely outpacing everyone else. Lumeris is actually second. Alright, unfortunately it looks like the probe did not reach all the way over to there, so we're going to have to try to venture through hostile space. But on the good news, we can try to get over to here, and then head further east from there. So, we're going to have to try to get further down. These planets were not close enough. Anyway. Oh! Lumeris' homeworld is over here. What? That is surprising. That is surprising. Okay. Okay. Not what I was expecting, but okay. I'm going to move out of here because I don't want them to jump on my ship. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's interesting to know. Yeah, it looks like the galaxy extends much further in this direction. Alright, well, I mean, in terms of avenue of future expansion, this would be a nice cubbyhole kind of in the edge to go to. It also has 50% of the galaxy explored. This is apparently a unique location. In this system, it looks like. Tiny atoll, which has like really high yields. Interesting. Alright, meanwhile, Time Warp can finally be done with all of its military builds. Let's do this Graviton Shielded Library. It can almost do each of these. It can do each of these in one turn. So yeah, we'll take both of these. Alright, Tartarus also needs to get the other science building. And Blizzard, you need this AI labor, which again I think I might rush by because every single pop point here is sterile, and then this is going to give +5 production for every pop point, which is going to be super nice. And then we just need to build you some more pop points after that. And that's true, they have blue cap mold. Yeah, that's a nice resource too. That's the science one. Not bad at all. Yes, their homeworld is already pop 20. I have no idea how, by the way, how Pink Dot is not being attacked right now. I just literally don't know how it's not being attacked. But yeah, I'm going to need some more resources. The good news is this next tech is going to reveal more of them. In fact, hey, Time Warp, you've got some leftover production. Do you think you could get a prober next turn too? There we go. Oh, and yeah, I got to form these into a fleet. I'm glad I thought about this. All right, let's get you moving down to there. And then the colony goes into its own fleet. Because it's 14 movement instead of 5. Literally triple the movement with rounding error. Alright, so yeah, we're kind of like splitting the Lumeris Empire in half. I thought that they'd be over here because that's where I was encountering their stuff, but apparently not. And we'll probably have to pick up Gano as well, just because even though it's not as useful. This barren planet's not terrible, but it's not great either. Not a system that has much that we really care about, but if we have Pink Dot and Heracles, we kind of have to grab this anyway, just to fill in the holes. We did say that this system down here is really nice too. Harrow system. Negative anomalies, but another beautiful desert and ash system. These systems down here are heavy on the super spuds, which we don't really want. And then, yeah, we'll see what's over there. All right, well, anyway, things definitely going pretty well. As I said, I'm pretty happy. The homeworld basically was enough to supply the entire military needs of the rest of the empire. We're gonna have to build another singularity in a turn too. That's fine. And yeah, we're kind of, two of the AIs are apparently completely pathetic. Wait, one of them did we meet? Oh, it's okay. When did we meet these guys? I don't remember that seeing that. Introduce yourself. Okay.
The unfallen greet you in
These guys tend to be very weak. They're a bit underpowered to begin with, and then the AI doesn't really know how to play them.
well.
Let's see if we can... They want all my adamantium. What if we dial this down a bit? I'd be willing to do this deal for like 40. Actually, they might be happy with less than that. What about 25? Okay, how about 15? Okay. About 5. No, but 15 is good. Okay. Apparently 15 is good, sure. So we just got a tremendous amount of map knowledge there. We discovered the planet Vale. We discovered their homeworld.
Unfallen accept this proposal.
80% of the galaxy explored. Let's see where these guys are. We still haven't found the last AI. Oh, well, at least we know the path forward to get down to this world. Where are the vines that... Yeah, wow, these guys suck. These guys are terrible. But at least we now have a path to get down here. Alright, well now at least we know how to get down here to the planet Lynx. Yeah, they're a hard AI to play, and wait, did they lose their homeworld? Where's their homeworld? Unfold are ironically pretty strong if you go attack people. It instantly entwines conquered systems. Yeah, so the Cravers are over here. Oh no, wait, never mind. Here they are. They're up here. They're the light blue, not the green. The green is whoever I haven't met yet. This is almost certainly the Vadyani, though. It almost has to be Vadyani. Vadyani and Unfallen are by far the worst when the AI plays them. I know that they can. I know the Vadyani in particular can be strong when the human plays them, but they're really bad when the AI plays them anyway. Yeah, there's the vines. But yeah, it's like Cravers and the race I'm playing, the Riftborn, are always strong when the AI plays them, and some races are always weak when the AI plays them, which is fine for a single player game. It's okay, everything doesn't have to be perfectly balanced. But yeah, Cravers are just gonna munch all over everything over here. So the long-term path for the game is we probably need to go take care of Lumeris, and then after we take care of Lumeris, we need to turn to the east and deal with Cravers, and that's probably the direction the game's going to go. For now, though, we're going to focus on colonizing right here and swatting away Lumeris's military in the area, just so we can secure this part of the map, and then we'll go from there. We don't have enough morale to invade their worlds, and our our manpower is so pathetic we couldn't invade right now if we wanted to. But yeah. Anyway, Umbral Choir is a downloadable, and I don't have them. You have to... The only extra that I have is the Vultures. And my understanding is the other expansions don't really make the game better, and in a lot of ways make the game worse. So I have not been eager to get them. I think the Vultures was like $2 on a Steam sale, so I was happy to get them, but not really interested in the others. Okay, well, game's starting to take shape. This was a fun opener. Next time we'll continue and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we will pick this game up next week. Until then, hope you guys are having a great week. Enjoy your weekend, take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.